dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the seat of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From robbing them houses, broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to buy first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. Straight for the bottom, hit the game full throttle, bustin' like semi-autos, represented like my Latinos and the homies that's in the bottle. And I got the gang to 10. It's Mr. Criminal that they mentioned. I remember learning to slow behind the bar while in the fences. Used to smoke in the back of the cut, this over my eyes, and that was Benz. Still remember the 11 years and 9 months I ducked that sin. Still I'm finding myself like all on my knees, asking God for forgiveness. Imagine the life I seen in my eyes before. These Versace lenses, empty bullet cases all over the pavement. It's sacks of dough. I used to sit and drink till one day be famous. I had to hold and practice my patience. Waiting my turn, I had to be still. And not from Cyprus to home, but had to be real. Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the seat of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From robbing them houses, broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to buy first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true.
Used to run up with the gun up when I was a young buck living off dumb luck. Dumb fuck hit with the dump truck. 4-5 Glock jump up. Beat you down, you get mugged up. We never played games on the come up. Mind frame on insane with your heart rate all pumped up. Ingested in the beast's belly. Hell is hot, but the weed smelly. Many plot cause they all jelly. Every rise what they all tell me. Handle mine with no emotion. I hit the block, 3-wheel motion. Flicking ass out the window coasting. Green thumb, slow roasting. Freak life to the show hosting. A small pond in a damn ocean. Big dreams, only one notion. Flip the game, make a name boasting. When your name's spoken, let the fame soaking. By the same token, we came broken. Stay smoking to keep level. All focus, my mindset.
Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the seat of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From robbing them houses, broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to buy first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felony. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue racks all on Beverly. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felony. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue racks all on Beverly. Dreams come true. I still remember when they told me I would be shit. When I was stuck at the bottom, they forgot about me, you know, when they said that my call. Remember the days I was taking the buses, if I was on foot, I was running from law. 1338 straps on my drawers. Black electricity tape wrapped around the hands. Grew up as a fan, came up from working to show me exactly what plans do. Let's go. I just kill them with success, exactly what my plans do. Haters, I can't stand you. Running circles round them with finesse. Up a less on my Chevy when I flex, yes. Don't wake up for the one as I'm taking respect. And ain't nobody giving me shit. I'm taking the bread. I grew up with the treacherous, lost angels running from where the devil lives. God bless my soul, being cursed since I was a kid. In a family home full of love is what I wasn't in. Flipped into success and yes, I put that on my soul. Just a kid in the cold, all alone, I want to hold. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. Listen, my first role model. The same spot he used to serve it. Victim of the game, or did he perpetrate the same? My first memory of a homie getting D's. And his next door neighbor was blasting things. Across the street was a connect, so it was all in the same. A sick society. Grew up where the homies used to preach neighborhood love, brainwash. Figured God, can you catch me if you see me fall? Remember back in the days I used to bless them things and saying was all in. I used to hear the penitentiary. Go to the past, now with this rap, yeah, I'm ballin'. I grew up with the treacherous, lost angels running from where the devil lives. God bless my soul, being cursed since I was a kid. In a family home full of love is what I wasn't in. Flipped into success and yes, I put that on my soul. Just a kid in the cold, all alone, I want to hold. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the sink of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. And even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. Straight for the bottom, hit the game full throttle. Bustin' like semi-autos, represented like my Latinos and the homies that's in the bottle. And I got the gang's attention. It's Mr. Criminal that they mentioned. I remember learning to slow behind the bar while in the fences. Used to smoke in the back of the club, this over my eyes and that was Benz. Still remember the 11 years and 9 months I ducked that stench. Still I'm finding myself like all on my knees, asking God for forgiveness. Imagine the life I seen in my eyes before. These Versace lenses, empty bullet cases all over the pavement. It's sacks of dough. I used to sit and drink till one day be famous. I had to hold and practice my patience. Waiting my turn, I had to be still. And not from Cyprus to home, but had to be real. Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the sink of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. And even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true.
Used to run up with the gun up when I was a young buck living off dumb luck. Dumb fuck hit with the dump truck. 4-5 Glock jump up. Beat you down, you get mugged up. We never played games on the come up. Mind frame on insane with your heart rate all pumped up. Ingested in the beast's belly. Hell is hot, but the weed smelly. Many plot cause they all jelly. Every thrive what they all tell me. Handle mine with no emotion. I hit the block, 3-wheel motion. Flicking ass out the window coasting. Green thumb, slow roasting. Freak life to the show hosting. A small pond in a damn ocean. Big dreams, only one notion. Flip the game, make a name boasting. When your name's spoken, let the fame soaking. By the same token, we came broken. Stay smoking to keep level. All focus, my mindset.
Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, guess my rise was straight for the sink of the blues. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. And even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felon. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue rats all on Beverly. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felon. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue rats all on Beverly. Dreams come true. I still remember when they told me I would be shit. When I was stuck at the bottom, they forgot about me, you know, when they said that my call. Remember the days I was taking the buses, if I was on foot, I was running from law. 1330 and straps on my drawers. Black electricity tape wrapped around the hands. Grew up as a band. Came up from working to show me exactly what plans do. Let's go. I just kill them with success, exactly what my plans do. Haters, I can't stand you. Running circles round them with finesse. Up a less on my Chevy when I flex, yes. The way you put it on ass, I'm taking respect. And ain't nobody giving me shit. I'm taking the bread. I grew up with the treacherous, lost angels running from where the devil lives. God bless my soul, being cursed since I was a kid. In a family home full of love is what I wasn't in. Flipped into success and yes, I put that on my soul. Just a kid in the cold, all alone, no one to hold. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. Listen, my first role model. The same spot he used to serve it. Victim of the game, or did he perpetrate the same? My first memory of a homie getting D's was and his next door neighbor was blasting things. Across the street was a connect, so it was all in the same. A sick society grew up where the homies used to preach neighborhood love, brainwash. Figured God, can you catch me if you see me fall? Remember back in the days I used to bless them things and saying was all in. I used to hear the penitentiary. Go to the past, now with this rap, yeah, I'm ballin'. I grew up with the treacherous, lost angels wondering where the devil lives. God bless my soul, been cursed since I was a kid. In a family home full of love is what I wasn't in. Flipped into success and yes, I put that on my soul. Just a kid in the cold, all alone, I want to hold. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. Still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, and guess my rise is straight for the sea of the blue. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. Straight for the bottom, hit the game full throttle. Bustin' like semi-autos, represented like my Latinos and the homies that's in the bottle. And I got the gang's attention. It's Mr. Criminal that they mentioned. I remember learning to slow behind the bar while in the fences. Used to smoke in the back of the club, this over my eyes and that was Benz. Still remember the 11 years and 9 months I ducked that stench. Still I'm finding myself like all on my knees, asking God for forgiveness. Imagine the life I seen in my eyes before. These Versace lenses, empty bullet cases all over the pavement. It's sacks of dough. I used to sit and drink till one day be famous. I had to hold and practice my patience. Waiting my turn, I had to be still. And not from Cyprus to home, but had to be real. Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, and guess my rise is straight for the sea of the blue. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true.
Used to run up with the gun up when I was a young buck living off dumb luck. Dumb fuck hit with the dump truck. 4-5 Glock jump up. Beat you down, you get mugged up. We never played games on the come up. Mind frame on insane with your heart rate all pumped up. Ingested in the beast's belly. Hell is hot, but the weed smelly. Many plot cause they all jelly. Every rise, but they all tell me. Handle mine with no emotion. I hit the block, 3-wheel motion. Flicking ass out the window coasting. Green thumb, slow roasting. Freak life to the show hosting. A small pond in a damn ocean. Big dreams, only one notion. Flip the game, make a name boasting. When your name's spoken, let the fame soaking. By the same token, we came broken. Stay smoking to keep level. All focus, my mindset.
Just open my eyes, still to my surprise, I triple the things that I do. Yeah, I guess these dreams come true. Shot through the sky, and guess my rise is straight for the sea of the blue. I guess these dreams come true. From running them houses broken to go to concerts. Remember, and even at that scene, enemies we used to bond first. These thick clouds of smoke at times I lose hope, but still no matter what I seen it through. I guess these dreams come true. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felon. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue rats all on Beverly. I never be locked up my whole life, what they telling me. 11 years old, my first time that I caught a felon. Can't believe a criminal made it. Voice traveled over the 7 seas. Used to shop and swap and steal this blue rats all on Beverly. Dreams come true. I still remember when they told me I would be shit. When I was stuck at the bottom, they forgot about me, you know, when they said that my call. Remember the days I was taking the buses, if I was on foot, I was running from law. 1338 straps on my drawers. Black electricity tape wrapped around the hands. Grew up as a vandal. Came up from working to show me exactly what plans do. Let's go. I just kill them with success, exactly what my plans do. Haters, I can't stand you. Running circles round them with finesse. Up a less on my SHADY when I flex, yes. Don't wake up for the one as I'm taking respect. And ain't nobody giving me shit. I'm taking the bread. I grew up with the treacherous, lost angels wondering where the devil lives. God bless my soul, been cursed since I was a kid. In a family home full of love is what I wasn't in. Flipped into success and yes, I put that on my soul. Just a kid in the cold, all alone, I want to hold. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. God bless the child that holds his own, that holds his own. Listen, my first role model. The same spot he used to serve it. Victim of the game, or did he perpetrate the same? My first memory of a homie getting D's was and his next door neighbor was.
This is Jimbo's foot. Criminal, it's your homeboy Steven Lujan.
And it's your homeboy Ricardo giving a shout out.
Yo, what's cracking? It's me, Alvino.
This is Veronica. It's Monica from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Calling in from the San Fernando Valley.
Calling from Montebello.
Already on Winter Boulevard every weekend.
Out from Denver, Colorado.
And we back, baby.
Supporting the Crime Family Entertainment.
Mr. Criminal on air live.
Network
I
podcast.
support the new Crime Family Network podcast.
I support Crime Family Entertainment.
And I'm supporting the Crime Family Network podcast.
2024 and we riding. Mr. Criminal on air live. We on the last days of January. And we said we were gonna kick in the door this year, 2024. And no more talking, we doing it. Shout out to all my people out there making the algorithm go crazy. Shout out to all my people supporting. We went up 1,000 subscribers in the last 2 days alone. And I appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the people out there. Much love and respect to all our new subscribers, all our new viewers. Shout out to all my people out there all over the world. We've been having people tap in from all over the world. Shout out to my people right now in Oceanside. Gardena tapping in. Monte Flores is up in the house. You already know how we do it. We got people tapping in from 619 all over the world. People saying people from downtown Las Vegas, South Central, El Monte again. 204 tapping in. Pacas, what's cracking? Santa Anita, Orange County. They say happy belated birthday to the homie Shady Boy. Watts is in the house. Goleta 805 K-Town. Chat going crazy. Fitzgerald, Georgia 714. New Jersey. Shout out to Costa Rica. Chico, California. Snake Pit 805. Ontario 909. Harbor area. Nashville, Tennessee. Victorville. You know how we do it. Big Bad National City. San Juan Capistrano 818. Klingerman Apartments. It's all over the world tapping in. It's going crazy. Do you see this, Critical?
Did you see that right now?
It's going nuts, huh?
Wow, like 20 comments came in right now.
At one
time.
second. Shout out to all my people. Much love and respect. We got a Chicano rap young legend in the building. My homeboy Shady Boy.
What's good? What's good?
Man, we in here tonight with the homie Shady Boy, and this is overdue. I said we are gonna do the news first, but hey, people are showing so much love. We gotta support and show the introduction off top. Shout out to my homie Shady Boy. I've been knowing the homie for many, many years, and we're gonna break it down. We're gonna get into it. Shout out to all my people from Valle Imperial, 703 Virginia, Ivanhoe, California, Bakersfield, all kinds of people tapping in. And this is for the hint that the people requested this one. Shout out to everybody out there. And before we get into the actual roll call, let's break down the sponsors. Shout out to all my sponsors out there. First and foremost, as usual, you know, we got Attorney Rosenberg. Shout out to my homeboy, criminal defense lawyer from LA, Nicholas Rosenberg. You can follow him at Instagram, Attorney Rosenberg. You know how we do it. Nicholas Rosenberg, yeah, NicholasRosenberg.com. Punching back. Even Shady Boy knows what's cracking. Well known and much respected in the streets. Shout out to him for defending people from Los Angeles, San Diego, Orange County, 805, all of Southern California. When you tap in with him, make sure you tell him Mr. Criminal sent you. Punching back. Then we got Matthews Arcade. Shout out to my peoples at Matthews Arcade, dropping these custom arcade machines all over Southern California and all over the world. The celebrities and raza all over the world, and everybody tapping in. You know, we all got one. I got two in my building. Anybody wants to pull up and catch a fade on Street Fighter, I'm gonna smash you on this Matthews Arcade. Shout out to Matthews Arcade. Tell them Criminal sent you. Then we got Tradecraft Farms. Shout out to the homies at Tradecraft Farms, keeping that good. I'm on day 60 without smoking, but I still co-sign the homies at Tradecraft Farms. They got their new location in El Monte, California. Tell them that Mr. Criminal sent you for a discount. Instagram, Tradecraft Farms, shop tradecraftfarms.com. And you know, we got that brand new merch going crazy. I just dropped this weekend. Shout out to all my people that were ordering. Crime Family, you guys shut down the website. So much bandwidth, so much people tapping in on the website. It got shut down last night, Critical.
No, it's that you're sending me the pics.
I had to tap in with on emergency with Critical. Say, Critical, I need your help, big dog. We need some help on this. Shout out to Tradecraft Farms. Shout out to Attorney Rosenberg, Matthews Arcade, Crime Family Entertainment. And then we got the membership section, YouTube membership, $9.99 a month, early access to new videos, private lanes, and once in a while I record the rappers talking shit when nobody's paying attention, and I put it up in the membership section. Shout out to everybody. You know how we do it. I'm just capping. You know I'm Westside capping right now, but much love. You know how we do it. And brand new merchandise up right now. Shout out to everybody streaming that Kicking Back Being Blue Part 2 with Lefty Gunplay. It's been going crazy all over the world. Shout out to all my people tapping in. And we got another one, Critical.
What's up, my boy? How
The
you guys
Hood
doing?
TMZ.
Hey, we said we're gonna change that to the Hood 411, remember?
Hood 411, that's right.
I'm just playing.
It's all love, homie. How you feeling today, though?
I'm feeling good, brother.
Man, it's been an amazing month.
Yes, sir, it has.
We just hit 2.9 million views on the channel.
Wow.
We went up, I showed you the report, right?
2.9 million in 28 days.
2.9 million in 28 days.
28 days.
We've had 4.5 thousand subscribers tapping in, and we are going up and up and up. And I told everybody this was gonna be the year we leveled it up. Mr. Criminal on there live, we leveling it up. Shout out to everybody supporting, and we keep it positive energy. We just added reactions to the channel. We got the homie Frank's Vibes gonna be pulling up next week and doing reactions to music videos, all that. So we tapping in, we bringing news, we bringing reality with a positive point of view. We switching it on them. So much love and respect to all my people out there. But what you got on the news today, big dog?
Yeah, I got a few stories. Few stories. Here we go. So,
all right.
The first story: California is gearing up for some serious rain and mountain snow this week.
Oh,
yeah.
It's about to get cold. Bring a jacket.
It's bringing back-to-back storms, according to the National Weather Service. Folks in Northern California and along the Central Coast will start feeling this storm by Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Southern California, we can expect heavier rain kicking in on Thursday and kind of, Thursday, Friday, maybe moving into Saturday.
Damn. And they calling it the storm has a special name, right?
Does it?
Yeah, it's called the Pineapple Express.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see
That's
that.
crazy, right?
For sure.
Is they smoking out there?
Yeah, they're calling it the Pineapple.
That's what it's called, huh? They said the
crazy.
Pineapple Express is coming because it's coming from a front from Hawaii.
Oh,
But you know Hawaii is like the land of sugar canes and pineapples. Huh?
The Pineapple Express, for
Hey,
sure.
it is
That's
what
hard.
it is. Shout out to everybody. You know, I say another storm's coming because Shady Boy's back in the game.
That's right. What's up, Shady Boy?
Hell yeah.
back.
We ain't here. What else you got on the news?
See, we got another crazy story right here. So, check this out, man. China's state consul announced that a local government in northern China was caught faking signatures on nearly 2,000 traffic tickets.
Damn.
Yeah. So there was
Trying to make their quota.
yeah, they're trying to
Straight
make the
up.
quota for sure. Okay, so a truck driver named Zhu complained about receiving a fine of 500 Chinese yen, which is about $70,
Okay.
without proper notification or signature. That probe. So what they did is after he said that, they took a look into everything that was going on, and they found, right, that they had faked signatures and fingerprints on 1,964 tickets out of the 2,100 that they had issued last year.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Damn, that
That's
sounds like
crazy.
some fugazi shit going
So
on.
some authorities have been suspended, 4 law enforcement officers were punished, and 5 senior officers for the forgeries.
Wow.
That's crazy, huh?
Sounds like a Trump election.
That's a lot of fake signatures.
Hey,
bro.
is that the last Trump? What election was it? No, that was George Bush when they faked everything.
Yeah.
You don't know about that little youngster.
I was 2000,
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah.
You were like, what, 9
Sixth
years
grade.
old, 8 years old?
5th grade.
Oh, yeah, just
Stop it.
Doc's critical real quick. You young whippersnapper.
I found, check this out, man. I found this story. I thought you might like this one
What's
because
cracking?
I know we hate traffic and I know
Oh,
we hate
yeah.
driving in
I
traffic,
go
right?
right past it, homie. What's poppin'?
So check this out. They did a study on traffic, and New York City is actually the worst city to have traffic.
I
So-
heard that. They
so
said they beat Cali, right?
they beat Cali by a lot, bro. So 6 miles. How long does it take us to go 6 miles around here?
Depends what part of the freeway. If you're on the 405, if you're over there by LAX, any of those areas, maybe the 101 on a good day, you might get past it in 15 minutes. On a bad
That's
day,
perfect.
30 to 45 minutes.
That's exactly what they said. So it takes about 15 minutes out here in LA.
I know my shit.
Yeah, that's right. And guess how long it takes in New York for the same 6 miles?
What?
About 35 minutes.
Damn. And you're paying toll road fees, homie.
So during rush hour, commuters might waste up to 112 hours annually stuck in traffic compared to LA.
Wow.
And LA is not even the worst. It's not even in the top 5.
Damn.
So
what
if
is?
we think LA is bad, we have Miami at 10, Los Angeles at 9, and then I'm gonna go down from 8 to 1, and it's Philadelphia, Seattle, Baltimore, Chicago, Boston, San Francisco came in 3rd,
Damn.
Washington D.C. at 2nd, and New York at 1.
Damn, you know what's crazy? is every time I'm in Denver too. Denver's no joke out there. You get stuck like crazy. Where else is bad? Yeah, San Francisco ain't no joke. When you're up north, you could barely even move around up there.
Hey,
and
not
then you
that-
get caught up on that bridge.
Not that long ago though, when the 10 freeway was on fire, LA was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous,
bro.
huh?
Hey, it took me like 30 minutes to get like 2 blocks. No lie.
Damn.
In downtown LA, in Koreatown, my boy.
Damn, K-Town. Shout out to the homies out there in K-Town. Shout out to my homeboy Little Man from Silver Lake, still holding it down in K-Town. You know how we do it. Congratulations on your new baby too. What else you got in the hood?
I got one more
TMZ?
story, man. One more story, okay?
What's poppin'?
So, more than 2,000 homeowners in Southern California, specifically San Bernardino, will have their fruit ripped from their trees, whether they like it or not. As state officials desperately try to eradicate the invasive oriental fruit fly.
Ooh.
So workers
He
are
knows
going
kung fu.
So workers are going door to door in Redlands and San Bernardino area to remove fruit from all the citrus trees and other fruit producing plants through February.
Damn, homie. You got
So-
any fruit trees in your crib?
Nah, I don't.
I do.
Do you?
I love my fruit trees.
Well, the fruit removal is mandatory, and it should only be done by, as they said, it should only be done by a CDFA and other contracted workers. Wow. So if left unchecked, now this is the reason, if left unchecked, the fruit fly could become permanently established and cause billions of dollars worth of losses annually, and it'll impact California's food supply.
That's hilarious. Now I had to pin a message right now. Someone was talking shit about me. Can't change a tire, so I pinned it. Shout out to the homie. Hey, this ain't old school, homie. I got Benzes. You can't just get them off regular, homes. You know what I mean? I could take off the Daytons off the Impala though, real quick.
That's right.
That's right, homie. Well, shit, homie. You know what other news I heard?
What you got?
That they just laid off 1,800 workers at Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
And that made me think deep. I was like, damn, what? They trying to cover it up and say the economy's still good, but if a company as balling as Bill Gates' company, like Microsoft, is letting off 1,800 people in a day, you know we're heading to a bad position in life, big dog. So I tell all my people out there, all my raza, all my gente out there, start saving, put away your money for a rainy day, because the Pineapple Express is on the way.
Yes, sir. And then Boss Lady brought up earlier that UPS is laying off nearly 12,000 employees.
Damn. Shout out to Boss Lady. She always got all
Boss
the
Lady
news,
always
huh?
got the news, right?
Man, hell yeah.
She helps me.
TMZ.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, that's crazy though, man. We're in a different time, so it feels good to see my people making it, the ones that are on the up and up, focused, like my homie Shady Boy. And when I was chopping it with the homie Shady Boy, you know, usually the homies in the struggle, usually the homies and the guy is 10 toes down what he does. And this last time I talked to him, it felt good because he was like, hey homie, I'm working, I got a holiday, I'm doing good, I'm doing a lot of good things with my life. So I was like, you know what, pull up to the podcast, let's talk about it, let's highlight, let's give the homie his flowers.
That's dope.
So bringing to the table my homeboy for many years, the homie that I call one of the best to do it out the SGV, straight up, my homeboy Shady Boy. Welcome to the show, homeboy.
I appreciate that, my boy.
Always, homie. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling really good, my boy.
Hell
Feeling
yeah.
really blessed, my boy. Blessed and highly favored.
Hell yeah, absolutely, homie. Let's talk about it, homie. Let's take it to the very beginning, to the essence of Shady Boy. I mean, you've been in this game before you were a rapper. You already had the name Shady. Let's talk about the birth of Shady Boy, the rapper, how you got into the love of music, how you started getting connected. Let's break it all the way down to the essence of it, carnal.
All right, so I guess how I fell in love with music. I guess I fell in love with poetry first.
Yeah.
So growing up, you know, I had like a lot of issues growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was in foster care and shit. Got taken away when I was 2. I was in the system for 16 years. You know what I mean? So I was 18 years old. So, like, I guess that loneliness, bro. Reading poetry and shit like that. That shit really, like, I don't know. It really hit me even as a little kid, bro. Even as a little kid, it really hit me, and I started to write poetry myself. And I landed in placement years later. I started writing poetry probably maybe 5th grade, bro, and like really like loving poetry, but to myself though, you know. And then when I was in Leroy's Boys Home in Laverne, Leroy Haynes Center, and they had a music program, and you know, my therapist, I used to show my poetry to my therapist or my counselor, whatever, you know what I mean. And she thought maybe that program would be good for me. So long story short, this dude played a beat and had me read my poetry. Like, man, I heard your shit was pretty good. I'm like, all right, I read it. I started spitting it to that beat, but I'm reading it, dog, you know. And he's like, yeah, that shit sounds hard. Fuck you, dog. In my mind, I'm like, fool you, that shit sounded whack. Oh, I heard that shit too. Yeah, it was gassing me up, but it kind of inspired me, though, you know what I mean? And I just kept at it, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just kept doing it. And honestly, like throughout my life, I think that shit really, just that attitude, my boy. Like, even if I don't know what I'm doing, just keep doing it, my boy. And consistency breeds success. I heard you say that before, bro.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
It's real. And that was the birth of Shady Boy, the poet, into the artist. You know, it's dope that people really resonate with that, because a lot of people, when I said you were coming, people literally like, damn, that fool's a sick poet. Yeah. Like, people were literally saying that, homie.
And so that means a lot to me too, man, because that's cool. Because I guess what I was trying to put across, I never wanted to be like a rapper. I never, like, most of my shit, if you really listen to most of my shit, is really from the heart, bro. Like it really is poetry, dog. So it's cool to have that recognition, dog. For it to come out, to come out and be portrayed as what it really was in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. And that's amazing, homie, to see the growth, to see where you're coming from. Because I'm going to share a story to the world that a lot of people don't know. So I remember when I had my first crime lab, and I was doing it at the crib. I had Busy Bone, Lazy, all the little flips, everybody. And around that time, I got contacted by a placement. And they were like, hey, there's a kid in our placement that he's really wanting to work with you. And one of his day passes, one of his requests is that he wants to pull up on the studio and work with you. And they worked out the business with me. And they were like, how much you charge for a beat, whatever. And then the next thing you know, they're like, we're going to bring him over today. We set the play. The homie pulled up. And then the next thing you know, I see a young, I think 14, 15-year-old Shady Boy walk up in the crib. Yeah. And I was like, damn, homie, this little homie right here. And it reminded me of me, because I was in placement as a kid. Yeah. I was thinking, damn, what a dope opportunity. So it resonated with me. And I remember you walked in and you were looking at the pictures. You were tripping out. You're like, damn, you really had Lazy Bone up in here? You really had these dudes and shit? Yeah, I was like, yeah, but yeah. And I was like, now I got you, homie. So we worked together. I produced a track for you. And I was proud to say, seeing you come up in the game, that I was the first studio that you ever pulled up to in your whole life.
For sure, bro.
That was dope, right?
That shit was really inspiring too, my boy. Like, honestly, dog, like, I got a lot of respect for you, my boy. You know what I mean?
Likewise.
I've always like looked up to you, thought very highly of you, my boy. And you always been a solid ass homie, dog. And not only that, I've always respected your work ethic too, dog. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Because there's just some things that you know what I mean? There's you see artists and shit and things that make them stand apart as somebody that really invests in themselves, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really invested. Not only that, look at what you're doing now, my boy. Like, yeah. You're doing this shit. Like, I think I told you when I first talked to you, my boy, like, damn, you're really doing this podcast shit, dog.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, like, you're really, like, the energy, everything, dog. Even in the beginning right now, the Hood TMZ, all this shit, like, the way you did, I'm just sitting here tripping out on you, dog. Like, this is dope, dog.
That's right, homie.
This is a dope-ass vibe, everything, my boy. Yeah, I'm proud of you, my boy.
Gracias,
I'm proud of you, dog.
I appreciate it. You know the old saying, they say, if you're going to flip a burger, do it the best. And I'm just saying, hey, homie, if I'm here and I'm going to do the podcasting and I'm going to do the music shit, we got to put our best foot forward, homie. So that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to level it up, you know?
Yeah, no, you're doing it though, my boy. The podcast is dope. I watched the Rowdy Rags, the Lefty Gunplay, Bozos, YBs. What's your other homie that was talking about respect, being a gentleman and shit, dog?
My brother Temper, Big Temps.
Yeah,
Shout out Big Temps.
That was dope though, my boy. Because I feel like, honestly, like, I feel like a lot of young motherfuckers need to see that, my boy. Like,
real shit.
I was talking to the homie earlier today, and I was saying, fool, nowadays, like, this street shit, this gangbanging shit is all this shit. It's all this shit, my boy. And it's like, we don't, you know what I mean? It's not even the same thing no more,
not
dog.
Not even close.
Motherfuckers just burning themselves out, dog. And it's crazy,
right?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Like I always say, the new outside is on your phone.
Yeah, on the hood. Hey, you know what? And I seen this shit the other day, too, talking about on YouTube, Nipsey Hussle's most gangster moments.
Yeah.
His most gangster moments weren't on camera, dog. None, you know what I mean? And it should be like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, like, I don't know, like, the way this shit is, dog, motherfuckers gonna get themselves caught up, dog. These little youngsters, homie, you know what I mean? Because I really liked what your homeboy was saying, dog, about how to, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers need to know how to carry themselves, dog.
Straight up.
Because they got the game fucked up, dog. And it's unfortunate. It's not even me talking bad about that shit. It's me just looking back and just thinking, man, that's unfortunate, homie, because man, we got way too many homies getting washed up, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up.
And unfortunately now we have these things that we call phones and social media that broadcast everything, and people think it's more dope to broadcast what they do, and basically they don't realize they're just snitching on themselves.
No, that's what I'm saying. And honestly, my boy, I will tell you this, though, and it might be far-fetched to some people, dog, but I think the internet fucked up the streets more than crack did, though. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's
on
a
everything.
good point.
I think the internet fucked up the streets way more than crack did, dog.
That's a good point, homie. That's a damn good point. And you know what? Coming from a homie that's seen both sides of it, I think that's very valuable coming out of your mind and out of your mouth, because a lot of people could say that, but they're only on one side looking in. You know what I'm saying? And you could say that you've seen all sides of this game. You know what I mean?
For sure, dog. I've been on the one. You know what I mean? I've been the one on dope. You know what I mean? Trying to do this rap shit, and honestly, like, that was always my downfall was drugs in the streets, dog. You know what I mean? And for a lot of years, dog, I just like I had a lot of opportunities, my boy, with this music, and I knew like in my heart, sometimes I felt like I had it, you know, but I always second guess myself. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this, dog, and I talked to one of a Daimu homie of mine earlier, right?
Yeah.
And we were chopping it up, and he said something that really resonated with me, and it really made sense. It's like he took my own thoughts out of my mind. He said, when it came to doing something bad, doing something negative, my boy, I went in full confidence. Full confidence, I know exactly what to do, you know. But when it came to doing something good for myself, I second guessed myself, dog. I second guessed myself, and he's like, and whatever you think in your conscience will go into your subconscious, and that will turn into your reality.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And that's true, and I can really relate to that, my boy, because I like that self-sabotage shit. Before, you know, I had a lot of opportunities with this shit, but I didn't really feel like I deserved it. I felt like, man, like, I guess my upbringing, bro, like, being alone, I always felt like, man, unwanted, unloved, my boy, and just like, you know what I mean? Just the shit that I went through as a kid, it really stuck with me. And so when I finally something was going good for me, as far as this music and all that, I didn't feel like I deserved it or something, you know what I mean? And I kind of just fucked it off, dog.
Self-doubt.
Yes, a lot of self-doubt, my boy, and that shit's a killer, my boy.
It is.
And I'll tell you right now, too, my boy, like, sometimes I do deal with that self-doubt even today, you know, because, I got out of prison, and when I got out of prison, I got sober in prison. You know, I just got tired of this shit. Like, I went to the pen, and I just realized, like, damn, I'm hurting my kids, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And anyways, long story short, usually when I go to prison, I'm always on the run, bro. I was always on the run, so whenever I go to prison, I feel like relief, you know? This time it didn't feel like that because it was a whole different prison. Like, I got out. I mean, I got busted. I got sent to a 50-50 yard, right? I got sent to Avenal F yard. I get off, right? Right from the bus. They make you get off by yourself, dog, so you can make your own decision. You're not influenced by nobody, right? So fucking I get off, right? There's like a crowd of people right there, like about 10 fools. They send me out when they're at yard, bro. You just see a gang of PCs walking down that yard, dog, you know? So I just like, the closest people to me were this crowd of people. So I get off, dog. It's fucked up. I'm getting packed out by blacks, by whites, by Mexicans, fools that are not even your race, dog. They shouldn't even put in the, you know what I mean? It's not even like prison, dog.
Yeah.
And the cops are just sitting in a half circle right there, just fucking watching you, letting you get your ass beat, my boy, before they pepper spray you and put you in handcuffs and give you more time, dog.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So then from there, they sent me to Pleasant Valley. Well, anyways, it was just that experience, my boy, that really was like, damn, like I just was sitting in a stand-up cage, my boy, for 11 hours, and I was just thinking to myself, burning, my boy, that pepper spray. They let you take a shower real quick. All that pepper spray goes to your balls, your fucking feet, your asshole, dog. Like, that shit burns, my boy. You're just sitting there burning, my boy. And I'm just keep thinking to myself, like, damn, fool, like, I know I don't love this shit more than my kids, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm fighting with myself. Obviously, you do, homie, because you're here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just fighting with myself. Like, it just put things in perspective for me, dog. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, I made the choice to get sober, and fucking I got out, right? I didn't know how to stay sober, though. I just knew that I didn't want to get high no more. So when I was gonna parole, I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to parole, dog. So I don't know how to stay sober. I just know I got sober in there.
Yeah.
Right? Long story short, I get out and I end up in a rehab. I ended up in a rehab because I had a old pistol charge, right? Fucking 2 days before I got out, they picked me up for that pistol charge, so I paroled to the county jail and they sent me to a rehab, and that was like the best thing that happened to me, bro.
Wow.
That was the best thing that happened to me, my boy. I see somebody in there tatted up like me, is a counselor and shit, you know, and like, I don't know, that shit just kind of made me want to be a counselor. I started going to college while I was in there, bro. Like things I never would have did before, bro. Like my whole life just took a turn. I started going to college to be a drug counselor. I just got my prevention specialist certification, bro.
Hell yeah.
From East LA College, my boy.
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I mean?
you for that, homie. That's huge. That's a big jump, homie. That's a leap in your life.
Yeah, but see, even then, though, my boy, like, even going to college, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know about college, my boy, you know what I mean? But like I said, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it. I just show up every day, and I got my certification, you know what I mean? And it's dope. Now I work in treatment. Now I work at a rehab, my boy. So, yeah, it's crazy, my boy. Like,
Now you're helping people.
I'm trying to, you know what I mean? But getting back to this music, like, I feel like I got a platform, you know what I mean? And there's like a lot of bullshit. I see like a lot of bullshit. In my opinion, there's like a lot of bullshit, and I just want to, you know what I mean? In the comments I was reading, a lot of people say, damn, Shady Boy helped me through some hard times, got me through some dark times, you know what I mean? And that shit means a lot. I want to keep doing that, you know what I mean?
That's amazing, homie.
Hell yeah.
I think that when authenticity and a real story come out and people have a real life struggle, people could relate to it because a lot of people go through it. Not a lot of people could relate to homies that rap about balling and doing that kind of stuff, but people could relate to what our communities have a lot of struggle.
Exactly.
And a lot of homies are going through exactly what you're going through. So I think that the fact that you have put your story in the front through music and people can relate to it, and then you're walking a path of struggle to victory, people are seeing that, and it's motivation to people now, homie. So shout out to you for that, homie.
I appreciate that, my
That's
boy.
amazing, homies. Well, when you were right there and you made that decision, like, man, I know I don't love this more than my kids, did you still feel like it was gonna be a struggle to get out of it? Was it still a struggle, or did you make your decision right there, like, nah, homie, I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna get back, and I'm gonna change it all up?
Honestly, like, I would never say like I got out of it, you know, because at the end of the day, my boy, like my best thinking was like at that time was like, man, before I handle my business, my boy, like, you know what I mean? I got off this fucking piece of shit yard, you know what I mean? I paroled from a good yard for whatever that's worth, you know what I mean? But now my state of mind is like at the end of the day, yeah, I did that because of course I'm gonna do that, my boy. There's no other way in my mind, you know what I mean? But when it comes to this game of life, who cares? You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Like, who cares? Like, okay, yeah, I paroled from a good yard for what it's worth, but what's that got to do with me being a dad?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with me changing my life and getting my shit together? You know what I'm saying?
Reality.
So at the end of the day, yeah, like everybody got to grow up, and I think that was just like my grown up point, dog. You know what I mean? But that was my thinking though. Like, not that I'm done with this shit, because at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be where I'm from, no matter what, and that's where I struggle with, like. I'm doing good and all that shit, you know what I mean? I'm doing everything to change, you know what I mean? But I still have my character defects, you know what I mean? I'm still that same person, and I have to just basically keep control of that, you know what I mean? I got to keep control of that. Like, man, I laid somebody out at an AA meeting, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Some dude got disrespectful at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and I cracked that fool, laid him out, and I still went in there, you know what I mean? But I didn't feel good about it. I was just sitting in there like, damn, like, man, am I really gonna change, dog? Like,
yeah.
Like how, like I just let this food take me to there, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, like I said, you know, I'm still like, I guess I'm still trying to just grow up, my boy, but excuse me. As far as was it hard to do that? As far as to change, I mean, hell yeah, my boy, it is, dog. But let me tell you one thing, like as far as sobriety and it's easier to stay sober than it is to get sober, my boy. Getting sober is the hardest part. Changing your life is the hardest part, my boy. Like actually taking a step to actually change, that's the hardest part. But once you take that step, it's easy from there, dog.
Wow.
For real, that's what I think. It's easy from there, dog, just to maintain that shit.
But making the decision's the hard part.
But making the decision's the hard part.
Wow.
For sure. I think that was the hardest part for me, because before, like, when I was so lost on drugs and just in these streets, my boy. Like, I hit my first 1 million views. I was living in an abandoned house, bro. You know what I mean? I was living there with my prima and her boyfriend. We were in a bando, my boy, like homeless fool, you know what I mean? And I hit 1 million views. You know what I mean? I couldn't really appreciate it, you know what I mean, because of where I was. And so, like, I don't know, I think, like, all that shit got tainted, you know what I mean? But anyways, like, what I was saying, though, like, just that way of living, dog, that way of living, it was just fucked up, dog. And I'm just glad where I'm at right now, my boy. I really am blessed right now, you know? But it took me a long time to get right here. It took me many years even to just make that decision. I was so comfortable not having nothing on the agenda. You know what I mean? It's easier to not worry about paying your rent. You know what I mean? I was in a Momo paying my rent, $100 a day and shit. You know what I mean? It was easier not to worry about paying my rent like right now, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But this is the good life, though, my boy. Like, the good life is the boring life. I see it like, the way I see it, I don't go out. I work, come home, my boy, and just live my life, dog. Go to school, you know what I mean, and just live my life. Do this music shit, and honestly, I feel like I feel really good about that, dog. You know what I mean? Could be a good dad now, dog. You know what I mean? And
that's amazing.
Before it wasn't like that, though.
Being focused, homie.
They
say it could be boring, but I think being focused is more important than being out here and taking care of your business. And I want to make a U-turn and go back to something that you mentioned earlier. You saying that you were able to see that whatever you put in your mind and put your thoughts to became your reality.
For sure.
And that's another level of manifestation. It says in the Bible that what you confess out of the tongue comes to be.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that are stuck in the struggle are like, man, I ain't never gonna be shit. Man, I'm gonna be stuck right here in the hood forever. I'm gonna die right here. Little do they know how powerful their words are. You know what I'm saying? Some people set themselves a trap because of their mentality or what they keep putting in the world. But if you're like, nah, homie, I'm gonna make a way out of here. I'm gonna make it no matter what. I'm gonna kick this. I'm gonna kick that. I'm gonna smash and I'm gonna represent. Then you're able to do that too, homie. People don't realize the power of the tongue.
Yeah, for sure. And let me tell you something too. Like I've lost everything like about 4 times, my boy. I came out of prison this time to nothing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Again, for the 4th time, but I'm already getting everything back. But let me tell you something, like the first time I ever really lost everything, I remember I had a good job, bro. Like I had my own spot, I had my own pad, everything. I didn't get high no more. I never knew about rehab or none of this shit, though. You know, I just did it on my own just because I got tired of it. But I did only for like 4 years. Didn't get high no more. I never cheated. I never fucked around. I never got high, nothing. And I still lost everything, bro. And when I lost everything, I ended up back in the hood. I ended up at the M Motel on Valley and Baldwin in my hood, bro. And I remember being so like down on myself about that shit. Like, how the fuck did this shit happen, my boy? I tried, homie, like, you know. And I remember somebody that I knew right there told me something, and I actually found comfort in it. And it's chafa what he said, though. But he said like this. He said, you know what, my boy, some people are not meant to make it out the hood. That's why there's motherfuckers that have been on this block for 15, 20 years and they're going to die on that block. You know why? Because they make the hood what it is, and you make the hood what it is. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. But that's the fucked up way to think, though. You know what I'm saying? But that really is some people's mentality, dog. And,
that's all they know.
And for a minute, I let that be my mentality. But nah, like there's a lot. There's a lot more, you know what I mean? I love the hood at the end of the day. I still love the hood. I'm always going to love the hood. I'm always going to be from the hood, you know? But at the end of the day, like, I really, like, my main thing, dog, is like, fuck my kids, my boy. Let me tell you something about addiction, dog. Like, addiction and childhood trauma, it goes together just like cigarettes and lung cancer. You know what I'm saying? When people have childhood trauma, a lot of times I don't want my kids to have no trauma, dog. You know what I mean? And that shit really... When I was going to school and I learned that shit really resonated, and that shit kind of scares me, dog. You know what I mean? I really like I really want to be a good dad to my kids, my boy, and they deserve that, dog. You know, something I never had, dog. You know what I mean?
Wow. That's probably one of the realest things that you said this whole podcast. You know, people don't realize the detrimental effects of what your life decisions could make, what you set yourself up for. So hearing you say it like that is amazing, because people every single day know. It says it on the damn pack of cigarettes, smoking kills. They even put that shit on blast now. It's like huge. But you see people every day lighting up, and they're down to take that risk because of the short-term pleasure that they get out of it.
Yeah.
So I think that could relate to neighborhood stuff, to being in the streets, to, you know, addiction, everything like that. The fact that you were able to see that and change it. You see that right in your face, and you're like, nah, homie, I'm not going to be that. I'm going to change this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing, homie.
And going to college also, like, I learned about, like, a lot of things, my boy. Honestly, going to college was, like, the best therapy for me, because I learned so much about myself, my boy. I was that addict, dog.
Yeah.
I was that addict, and not only that, like I learned about codependency, and there's a trait of codependency where being loyal to something, no matter even if no matter the danger. That's gang life, dog. That's gang life. We're loyal to something no matter the danger, and that's codependency, dog. Like all these shits, it was crazy, my boy. It like blew my mind. Excuse me. A lot of this shit that I learned in school, and like I'm really serious about this. About really like I really want to help people, dog. My goal, my boy, is to open up my own treatment center, but for fathers where they can have their kids, because there are hardly any treatment centers like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? There's treatment centers where mothers can have their kids, but there's not where fathers can have their kids with them while they get sober, dog. Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not always on the mom. Sometimes the moms don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And so that's just my goal.
Or the moms are stuck in the struggle themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there. The homie just sent $40 and he asked, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to highlight this because he said, Pee Wee Perez said, "Criminal saludos. Would it be possible to send you power chats and help out with those funds tonight for Shady? I'm willing to send some funds. Every dollar counts." You got a lot of support out here, homie.
Yeah, appreciate
It's
that.
a lot of people that really want to see you win. And I think that the fact that you resonate with people this deep is amazing, because there's people right now that are stuck in the struggle watching. There's probably homies right now stuck in them calles like, man, it's all good with a strap in their hand or whatever, or with the addiction that they have, and they're gonna hear your story, they're gonna hear your testimony and be like, Charlie, I'm about to change too. I'm good, homie. They need to hear that.
Anybody could do it, my boy. Like before I never left home without a gun, dog. Like I have a burner on me all the time, dog. And every time I would get out, my boy, I'll be right back on the run. Get bailed out, I get bailed, bro. Like I never had peace, my boy. I never had peace. And,
Wow.
and in this music, like you hear into my music, dog. Like, so I say goodbye. I'm on the run. I know I'm going away for a minute, bro. And I just feel like, damn, like what if someone else is gonna raise my son, bro? You know what I mean? Like what? Like so in that song, I'm telling. If you listen to that song at the end, my whole voice cracks. And I'm saying Xavier James, it says, I miss the days of being your baseball coach. It says, nowadays I hit and run the way that baseball goes. Life stole my smile, it's like my face all froze. And I can't seem to stay clean, just like your baseball clothes. Wow. It says, I fear one day you'll see your father in another man. If you ever call me by my name instead of dad, I would understand. I caught up in these streets and I let you down. I said, now I drink my memories and the streets just let me drown. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying to my son, like that was a hard thing for me to say to my son, dog. Was like basically like, man, I'm gonna be gone for a minute, bro. So if another person comes along, like it's okay, you know. Like I took myself away from it. It's okay. That was a hard thing to say to my kid. Like my music, I was really going through these things, dog. These really like all these fears and just like damn, you know what I mean? Like I've always had that in my mind, in the back of my mind, like I'm hurting my kids, you know. But unfortunately, like I was so deep into this shit, dog, that none of that was enough for me to stop. You know what I mean? Until finally, like when you get busted, that's really when everything comes into perspective. You know what I mean? And I mean, I've had that perspective a gang of times, been busted, and I had that perspective, and it didn't change me. And I'm just blessed that this time it really did, though. You know? Wow. This time it really did. It was really like, I was really like, damn. You know what I mean? Like. It's just all different, bro. It's just all different. Prison's different. You know what I mean? Everything's different. The game's different, dog. And it's, I don't know, dog. I'm just very, very glad, dog, that I finally woke up, my boy. I finally woke up and I could see my potential now. Before, I couldn't really see my potential. You know what I mean? I couldn't really appreciate, you know? Now I could really appreciate like life, homie. I appreciate life. I love life. I love my kids, my boy, and I love this music. I love my fans, my boy, and it's dope to see, like, I've been gone for so long, and just to see, like, how many fans are just tapping in right now and are just excited to see and just hear me and hear us conversate, my boy. That's so amazing, my boy, and I appreciate you having me here for real, dog.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you coming. The story that you have and the experience that you have is amazing. I think that people need to hear this because people could know that you could go through the street life, you could go through the bandos, you could go through the struggle and still become something. You could go to prison, you could come back and still become something and end up in college and end up changing other people's lives. People need to hear stories like this, homie. We glorify as rappers too much of the life of gang banging, being in the streets, packing straps. But we need to glorify homies like you that are making a change in the community, that are making change. There's somebody right now that's gonna hear this and change their life. Whether you ever hear it or see it, it's gonna happen, big dog. There's gonna be someone that watches this show right now and is like, I could do it. If the homie could do it, I could do it. And you don't realize that you're doing that, homie. So shout out to you as well, and for being an example for our people in our community and our raza, because we need more leaders. We need more people that speak and aren't scared to tell their story, because it takes courage. It takes a man to change, but it also takes courage in a man to be able to say it out loud to the public, homie.
Sure, to take off that mask and reveal who they really
Real
are,
shit,
dog.
real
You know what I
shit.
mean? Like a lot of people who make this music, they, like you said, they glorify that gangster shit, that the burners and all that, but they don't talk about them losses. You know what I mean? They don't talk about taking them losses and shit, dog. Or man, look at the game now, dog. Look at the drug game right now, my boy. Look how many people are dying off fentanyl, dog.
Sad.
You know what I mean? I know a gang of people that died off fentanyl, dog.
Yeah.
I brought a gang of people back off fentanyl, dog.
Yeah.
Just being in those taps, my boy. Being,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, just it's fucked up to see that shit, dog. And it's just going to shit. These streets are going to shit, my boy.
It is.
It's sad, dog.
It is.
Look how many homeless people are in LA, dog.
It's really bad.
I don't know if you drove in LA fucking recently, my boy, but that shit is
like
bad,
a whole
bro.
nother world out there.
It's bad,
And
bro.
people are doing whatever they can to keep that shit going and keep their addictions alive. And that means people getting hurt, robbed, jacked, smoked. It's crazy. It's getting really bad out there. So I feel like that's the type of shit that's making society break down. And I just saw a thing yesterday. Literally, I just saw a thing yesterday. I was eating, and they were talking about how China is bringing over that we're gonna call it F, right? Mm-hmm. That F drug, and they were saying how it's a mental an attack on American society without us even knowing. Like, it's getting shipped over to the people, and it gets deep, right? I don't want to break down the way it comes, because everybody knows how it's getting here. But they're saying that shit is manufactured over there, and that's a way for them to swing on us. Like, when you really peel back the onion of how deep this shit could go, it's crazy. It's mental warfare, spiritual warfare. It's battle out here, homie. And every single day you gotta lace up your boots and be prepared for what's coming, because people don't realize how deep it gets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. And I think that you talking about the fact that you went to college and you're in this program and learning about addiction, that's also another way of like learning psychology. What you're learning is human psychology and the mind and how it works, and it goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel like being a youngster from your neighborhood, growing up? Did you ever think that you'd be in college doing these type of things?
Never, my boy. I never even seen myself, like, honestly, like, even when I even signed up, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I just knew I knew that I had that interest in that, and I'm like, fuck it, just do it, dog. You know what I mean? Just sign up, my boy. You know what I mean? So I did it. Then I remember my first day at college, dog. I'm walking up, and there was this Asian girl. She was sitting right outside the cafeteria with her homegirl, and she sees me walking up, and she looks at me and she goes, fuck, I feel like I gotta wear a bulletproof vest to school. And I was like, damn, homie, I don't belong here, dog.
Just like
yeah,
that.
just like that. And I just like, damn, homie, I don't belong here at all, dog. I kind of like, but whatever, I'm still going to do it, though. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's not going to change shit, But I just remember feeling like, damn, I really don't belong. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dog, But I just did it. I went and did it every day. And I had a good professor, bro. And he made it really, really easy. And he took a liking to me. And he's actually the one who got me a job in a rehab, dog.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? And fucking, it's crazy, like, from the day I got out of prison, let me tell you something, dog. I'll be real with you, my boy. When I got out of prison, I was just thinking, like, I wasn't thinking about this music shit. Like, I like music shit, unfortunately, I always put to the back burner, because I never really, it was just the streets, dog, right? And whatever came along with it. So I'm gonna tell you like this. So when I got out of prison, I was just thinking to myself, okay, look, I'm blasted all over my head and my face. I know I want to stay sober, but there ain't no job for me. You know what I mean? So what am I going to do? I wasn't even thinking about music. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get out on probation, because I'm coming from the county, right? I'm going to the county, so I know I'm going to get on probation, all right? I'm just going to keep getting busted on purpose and bring shit in with me, dog, you know what I mean? And just make my money, because I don't get high no more.
Yeah.
That was my best thinking, dog, and that's stupid, dog, because there really is, like, a lot of programs out here, my boy, that, like I said, there's rehab. Homeboy Industries is a big one, dog, and when I first I would hear about Homeboy Industries before, right? And they would always talk about there's PCs there and all this shit. So I never wanted to go ever. But when I was in rehab, again, people were going there, and I fucking went. That place helped me out a lot too, dog. That shit helped me out a lot, my boy. When I left treatment, my boy, they gave me $2,500 for an apartment, dog.
Damn.
My boy, like they good, dog. There ain't no PCs right there, dog. And if they are, like, my boy, you don't gotta associate with nobody. At the end of the day, the world we live in, my boy, the way how overpacked these yards are, the SNY yards. If we could get a job at Albertsons, my boy, and there'll be a PC, you don't know, dog. You know what I mean?
Up.
So it's all on, like, the way I see it. Like, I just stick to myself, my boy, and I just really am focused on changing myself. And I think anybody out there that really wants to do that, that's the best thing, my boy. Don't worry about what anybody else got to say, dog. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna have an opinion about you. At the end of the day, you gotta be comfortable with the fact that people are gonna have their own perspective of you in their mind, my boy. But you just gotta be comfortable with the fact that you know who you are.
Straight
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
Straight up. That's deep.
That's just a part of growing up, dog.
It is, and sometimes as men, we our egos and our pride get the best of us, and we're like, "Nah, Charlie, homie, this fool said this. I'm gonna smash him. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." It comes to a level of maturity when you were able to look at yourself and say that, like, "Man, this shit don't faze me. I've been in the blocks. I've been with the heaters. I done what I had to do. Why am I gonna let this little chump ass fool's comments or opinion of me shape the way that I'm gonna live my life and dictate my next move?"
Yeah.
And that comes with self-love, that comes with growth, that comes with maturity, that comes with leveling up, homie. So that still is something that I think every man learns every day. Not anybody's perfect out here. We're all, nobody's exempt to making mistakes. And I think that it shows that, you know, you could still have it in your mind. We're all gonna have these battles, like you said. You had to crack some fool at the meeting. We all have these battles, homie, because there's times where just little shit happens and you just want to just take off on somebody. But you gotta have that self-control, homie. And I give you props for seeing it, realizing it, and making moves on it. Because it's one thing to see it and realize it, but actually making moves is a whole different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my boy. So that's, like I said, that's where I'm at. But like I said, the thing I struggle with is I'm still the same person, though. You know, like I still, like I said, I laid that fool out, dog. You know what I mean? If you look at my hand right now, you look at my head right now. I just got into a scuffle this weekend, dog, with somebody, bro. Somebody that was disrespectful, also, dog. You know, but I just gotta really check myself, my boy, like, cause I know where I want to go. I know where I want to go, but at the end of the day, I'm still the same person. I'm not a fucking lame, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not a sucker, dog. You know what I mean? But so it's just like it's really an internal battle, dog. Just really changing. Like, going to college, all that shit, you know what I mean, is good, but it really hasn't completely changed me. I'm still on that journey, my boy. And the homie Pub Nitty from 18th Street, right? I seen a post he did. I think he posted it yesterday where it said, changing yourself is a marathon, not a race, dog.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? And we all. I think everyone got to change sometime, my boy, and we all shine according to our own clocks, dog.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? So whenever it's your time, dog.
It's amazing, big dog. To hear your story is amazing, and I want to circle back again to something that you said. You were saying that when you were in the Hood Hotel and you were all that, you had the struggles where you were coming up, you were changing, you were starting to come up and put money away, invest in yourself, and then you were right back in the hood. You were right back in that hotel, like, damn, homie. God puts these challenges in our life to see if we really, really have what it takes to change, to see if we really want to jump those hurdles, because it's not easy, homie. They say that, you don't get what you can't handle. And those are the moments that could either make you or break you, homie. So I got to take off my hat to you and say congratulations for being able to pass that test, homie. Because those are tests, homie. Those are little moments in our life that's like, check this box or that box. Am I going to go back and burn out and crash in the hood and just go all out? Or am I going to check this box and say, nah, homie, I'm going to make a difference? And even though you kept on getting pushed towards this side, you jumped over that hurdle, and that's not easy, homies. That's something that it takes a lot to be able to pass that, homie. So props to you for that as well.
Appreciate that.
And anybody listening, homie, just stay strong, because it's not going to be an easy road to recovery. It's not going to be an easy road to get out of the street life or whatever is holding you back in life. Stay strong and keep pushing, homie, straight up.
Yes, sir.
So switching it to the rap side.
Okay.
How do you feel about getting out and still having the fan base and the opportunity to still make music? I know that you said you had the homie YB tap in, you had me tap in. Like, how does it feel to still not be forgotten in this game?
It feels really good, my boy. Like I don't know, like it's really hard to explain, you know. Like, I guess it's crazy. Like motherfuckers believe in me more than I believed in myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy to hear people tell me that like I helped them get through a hard time, because when I made that shit, I was going through a hard time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's all I could see. I'm just like spilling my heart, you know what I mean? And going through these things, you know, and just to know that whatever I said on that track, it made an impact on somebody. It really means a lot, and to still be relevant in people's minds, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not all up in the media right now, you know, and all that shit, you know what I mean? But to come here and just for you to speak, just to say, hey, the homies coming through, and just to have that much love, dog, like, man, that shit feels amazing, my boy. Like, motherfucker wasn't forgotten like I felt like I was, dog, you know what I mean? When you're in prison, dog, I mean, it's easy to forget about you, out of sight, out of mind, dog. It happens all the time, you know what I mean? And just to know that I wasn't forgotten, you know what I mean? And I still have like that solid fan base and the solid followers, dog. It's inspiring.
Damn.
It's inspiring, my boy. Like, it makes me want to like, I mean, I'm coming back, my boy. I'm already back. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just don't know it yet, but I mean, I already got shit locked in. I got my album coming up. It's called Will the Devil Look? And I got a album with YB coming up. You know what I mean? I got some shit coming up, you know what I mean? And it really feels good, dog, to know that a motherfucker wasn't forgotten, and a motherfucker made an impact on somebody.
Straight up, homie. Shout out to YB for reaching out. Shout out to all the homies that have been tapping in with you. That's what we need. We need more support within the game. And I know that you got out, and right now SGV's on fire. You got nobody. You got to be sleeping under a rock to not see what's going on in the game. Chicano rap's bubbling, and right now SGV's in the forefront. So you're getting out at the perfect time to say that, you know, I'm back in the game, because the homie Lefty Gunplay's running it up, how he says, from Tuesday to Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the homie Rowdy Rax is doing this thing. I heard that you were connected with Rowdy before he became the Rowdy of today. You want to speak on that?
Yeah. I met Rowdy's the homie. I remember I met him. The day he got out of prison. We met at an Airbnb in Hacienda Heights. I heard that fool spit. So I listened to that fool spit. Like, my boy, let's go to the studio right now. Let's go right now, my boy. So I remember the homie Alex Ibarra, that fool. He had somebody right there, and I remember we just pulled up on him. We just pulled up. We were in a rental. Boom, pulled up on that fool, and whoever was right there when we came in, when they see me come in, they took a step back, like, go ahead, my boy, like, go ahead, take over the session, basically, you know. So, fucking, I had Rowdy right there. We did a verse, right, and I remember we ran out of beer, so I fucking took off to the store. By the time I got back, Rowdy's still behind, dog. By the time I go back, my boy, that fool fucking recorded 4 more songs, dog. And the fucking store was down the street, dog.
Damn.
That fool was hungry, my boy. That fool was hungry, you
Fresh
know what I mean?
out.
Yeah, and I remember him telling me, I remember him sitting on the couch and shit, and that fool just told me, he's like, hey, my boy, like you, basically, like, you did your thing for the SUV, dog, you know what I mean? And he's like, but it's my turn, though, homie. It's my turn. I'm like, that's where I get that shit. And that fool's really doing it, though, you know what I mean? Him and Lefty, dog, like, I like that fool Lefty a lot too, you know. I like what's going on in the SUV, you know. Like, we on right now, dog. You know what I mean? We on. Like, there's always been motherfuckers like from the SUV, Capone, you know what I mean? Fucking YB 626, you know what I mean? There's always motherfuckers that were doing their thing, dog. But right now, fool, the SUV is popping though right now, my boy, and it's good to see that shit, dog. Like, I like that shit.
Hell yeah.
For all of us, dog, you know what I mean? Just, it's good for the culture, everything, dog.
It is.
It is. It really is. Like, just like, I'll be watching Lefty's interviews and shit. I like that fool, he don't shy away from the Chicano rap label. You know what I mean? Being labeled Chicano rap, dog. He don't shy away from that shit, dog. Like, that fool, I like that fool a lot, you know? Rowdy, too. Rowdy's very talented, my boy. That fool, I see that fool going places, too, dog.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Shout out to both of them, and shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the game doing their thing. I think it's amazing to see the rise and the come up and the hunger more than anything. The hunger, homies wanting to come, because I think that it got a little bit discouraging for a while for the youngsters. There was like a lot of change going on, a lot of homies taking different estilos and rapping a different way, shying away and getting away from the Chicano rap label. And it feels good to see homies coming back hungry and ready to represent it the way they are. You know what I mean?
For sure. And still rapping the way they're rapping. Like I think, I don't know, I think Chicano rap got a bad name before, you know, and So like a lot of people, I hear a lot of people all the time. I don't listen to Chicano rap. A gang of homies, even my own homie, gang of homies, I don't listen to Chicano rap, dog. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I do, dog. I do. You know what I mean? But just to see the way Chicano rap is changing, you know what I mean? It's beautiful, dog. It's beautiful to see how like it's more open, like more mainstream, dog. You know what I mean? To other people around us and shit. Like that's dope. It's dope to see, dog. That's growth right there, my boy.
Hell yeah. Being someone that's now turning into an OG in the game, you're not new to this. You've been true to this. A lot of people, I get the flack of people are like, hey, homie, you had Lefty on your show. You're letting the homie talk about this and, you know, school him this. And I have to tell people, like, homie, I'm not nobody's teacher. I'm a peer in the game. I'm the homie. I've been doing my thing, but I'm not the homie's dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help him or tell him what he could do in life. He was on another podcast and they were telling him that he, you know, stay off the you know, what he talks about, he does. And he started getting mad. He's like, nah, homie, I'm gonna do this. And I'm smoked out and I'll do this. And he said it on my show. If you had any, not trying to school him or anything, but just some homie love, what would be some like message you could tell him? Because you know that shit could change a person's career and change their whole path.
Nah, for sure, dog. Honestly, if you look back at one of my interviews, I said the same exact shit, dog. Years ago, my boy, as a matter of fact, it was like around the time I first started getting high. When I first started getting high, I thought it was the dopest thing ever, homie, you know what I mean? And it wasn't though, you know what I mean? But I will say this, like, you know, when it comes to this music and this business right here, you know, motherfuckers don't really respect a drug addict, dog, like that, you know, and honestly, that shit could really make things foggy for you, make you make wrong decisions, and at the end of the day, the internet, whatever you put out in the internet, it's always gonna be there, my boy. Years down the line, it's always gonna be there for your kids to see. For everyone to see, dog, you know, and there's a few things that I said in old interviews. I really wish I never said that shit, dog, you know what I mean? Because my kids are old enough to understand what I said.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And not only that, dog, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta, but I mean, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking like I'm trying to, like, school nobody, like you said. I'm speaking from experience, like I wish I would have held myself at a higher, more accountable, my boy, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, being in the pen and all that shit, dog, you know what I mean, and earning certain things and all that, you know, we gotta hold ourselves to a different standard, my boy, than other people, dog, and you know what I mean. To each his own. Whatever people do in their quiet time, dog, you know what I mean. That's on them, dog, you know what I mean. But we gotta hold ourselves at a different level, dog, you know what I mean. And I mean, shout out to the homie, dog. Shout out to the homie. I think he's just young, you know what I mean? And the homie's he's gonna keep it real and just say what it is, dog, you know what I mean? But I even heard him say one time in an interview not that long ago that not everything everyone has to know. You know what I mean? Some things you could just keep to yourself, dog.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? But shout out to the homie. I ain't throwing shade or none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, with love. Sending the message with love.
With love and
respect. We want to see the homie win.
Yeah.
We want to see the homie make it. And I just felt like coming from someone like you that actually has the experience and been down those roads and actually is working on, you know, learning this addiction process and how to recover from it. I felt like there just might be a plant or a seed that maybe he doesn't even receive right now. Maybe he hears it 3-4 years down the line and can relate to it, because the homie's wilding out right now. He don't give a fuck. Straight up, he's let it be known, and that's his life. Homie, you gotta respect every man for what they do, but sending with you know what's right and what's wrong in your cuadra, and I feel like the homie will one day realize, homie, that this is a great opportunity for him, and those choices just might not be
in the cards right now.
For what his future should be, homie. So, hey, homie, we just sending the message with love.
Yeah, for sure, with love.
Straight up, hell yeah. As double S homies, we're supposed to look out for each other, and as raza, more than anything, we're supposed to look out for each other. So we're just doing what we're supposed to do.
As older homies, it's our job to give the little homies good guidance, dog. You know what I mean? It really is, dog. That's really, it's our job, dog. You know what I mean? So shout out to the homie, my boy. And I honestly, like, I don't even know homie. We talked already, though. We talked before he signed the OTR deal.
Yeah.
We chopped it up. We're gonna get a record in and shit. And me, him, and King Cash. Shout out to King Cash.
Shout out King Cash. Hell yeah. I was just chopping it with him earlier.
Yeah, that's the homie right there, bro. So yeah, we were chopping it up and shit, dog. And I was when I started seeing like the interviews and shit, in my mind I'm like, man, I want to holler at him, you know. I that was already like kind of on my heart. I wanted to holler at him, dog, because I see like that fool's, he's a good homie, dog. I see a lot of potential. I really like that dude, dog. You know what I mean? Because that fool's just, he's straight up the way he addressed that whack 100 shit too, dog. You know what I mean? Like at first he was just saying what he was saying. At the end of the day, he just got hot. It was like, you know what? Fuck him, dog. Fuck him. That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
Fuck that fool, dog. You know. But the way he addressed it, that was cool, dog. You know, because that fool, he just kept it true to himself. I like that, my boy. That's,
Hell yeah.
I could respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah, much love to him and the whole camp, King Cash, everybody out there.
Yup,
They said they were they said they were bumping my music deep as hell in a car yesterday in Long Beach, and I like that the homies be showing love like that. At the end of the day, we all got to show support to one another.
Yeah, hey, you know that FTS, the Free the Solid logo?
Yeah.
The monogram?
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah, I remember when I just started hearing about King Cash, right?
Yeah.
And he's from the SGV too, you know, and I liked his music, dog, and I was seeing he was doing his little clothing line, you know, so I said, you know what? One day I just made that design real quick and I shot it to him, like, here, my boy, you know what I mean? Like, that's right, that's SGV love right there, you know, that's all you. I don't want nothing from you, dog, you know what I mean? That's just out of love. I support what you're doing, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, dog, you know what I mean? That's how it should be with us, dog. Like, I see, like, a lot of people, especially, like, when I was trying to come up, I see a lot of fools, like they didn't show me the same love as they show me right now, you know?
Yeah.
They like, I don't know, it's like people don't want to open up the doors or hold that door open for the next homie, dog. Motherfuckers want to shut it behind them and shit, dog, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
But it is crazy, dog, but there's motherfuckers you motherfuckers open up the doors, though, dog. High power, when you were a high power, you know what I mean? Like, that was major right there, my boy, on everything. I know you hear that shit a lot, dog, but you and Capone, the movement that you to me, like, that made a lot of motherfuckers open to us, dog, to us, the
Straight
people
up.
that you featured with, dog, you know what I mean? Like, the big ass features that you guys did, dog, you know what I mean? That shit really opened up doors and made motherfuckers want to listen to us, dog.
Straight up.
It really did, dog.
We
you know
crossed
what I mean?
bridges with it. And shout out to you for that. Lefty Gunplay was just on Fig Community yesterday, or whatever you call it, back on Fig. And that's exactly what he said. I left my name out of it because in the post earlier, you could only put so much words, but he gave me and Capone props, and he was like, yeah, you know, both of them, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing a Mr. Criminal, Mr. Capone. And what they did is they opened up the doors for us. He's like, and I came in and I followed the footsteps of them. So I think it's dope for homies to, you know how you say, not close the door behind them, but also give props to the ones that help kick in that door. You know what I mean? And
I like that too. That fool don't have no problem acknowledging that shit. You know?
That's dope.
That's dope. You know, that's not like I said, I like that, the way that fool, the way he is, dog. You know what I'm saying? That fool, he don't have no problem showing that love. Like, he gave me my flowers, like I said, when I have the little voice message right here, and that fool was just telling me, it was a trip because he recited one of my whole songs on a voice message. He's like, yeah, fool, my shit is this, that. I'm in a 63, bouncing to a beat. He sang the whole verse and shit, dog. You know, I'm like, that's right. And he just said, like, thanks for paving the way for a homie like me. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Man, that's dope. And you know, you're right, because we did make those moves that did make a big difference. When I was doing my song with Wiz Khalifa and we're shooting the video, I'll never forget, we're on the back in Hollywood Hills overlooking the city. And he goes, hey, I like that song you did with Nadar back in the day, homie. I was like, what the fuck? Wiz Khalifa knew my shit with Nadar. So the songs that we do, we don't never know who's bumping it, who's listening to it. He's like, yeah, man, I used to smoke out and listen to that. He's like, he tried to say it in Spanish. You know that he couldn't say it.
Yeah.
He's like, Mami Mara or something like that. Like, I'm like, yeah, Mami Mira. He's like, yeah, that shit hard, fool. And like, I was just tripping out. And then I had YB in the mirror up in here, and he was like, dog, I grew up to your shit. He even called his tia. He's like, look who I'm in the studio with right now. He's like, who would ever thought? He's like telling his homie, he called his cousin, he's like, look, cuz, this is what we said that we were gonna do when we were coming up. I'm like, damn, you just never know what seeds you're planting and who's listening to your shit. Who, like Matt Barnes from the Lakers, he came up to me at the George Lopez shit and was like, yeah, I bump your shit. Like, you just never know who's tapped into your music, and it goes from all angles, all sides, who could open that door for you. Just keep on pushing to anybody out there that believes in themselves, because you just never know. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you too, look, at when I came from Pleasant Valley, right?
Yeah.
I paroled to LA County Jail. And I was in processing for 3 days, bro. 3 days waiting to get a bed, my boy, just sitting down on that fucking bench or on that little chair, dog. Fucking the little blue chair and shit. And I remember one of the COs one of the deputies, actually, because it's county jail, one of the deputies had came behind me, right? I'm right here, and he comes behind me, and that fool's like, he's like, hey, are you Shady boy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I fuck with your music. I'm
That's
like, what
dope.
the fuck? I'm like, all right.
Just never know.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? He's
Hell
like, what are
yeah.
you doing in here? Like, shit, I don't know. Hopefully getting the fuck out of here soon, dog. That's what the fuck I hope.
Straight up, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, we got a question from his baby girl. Shout out to his baby girl. Always tapped in. She's right here. She's in the chat. She says, tell us about the first time you were recording in the crime lab. What was the experience like, and what happened to the track that you recorded? Did it ever come out?
Nah, honestly, that was when, like I said, when I was in placement, you know what I'm saying? So everything that was going on back then, like I said, I lost everything so many times. I've been losing, now that I think about it, so putting that in perspective, I've been losing everything since back then.
Since a kid?
Yeah, since a kid, because I remember AWOLing from right there when I graduated high school. But I remember, like, not to get off the subject, but yeah, when I went to the crime lab, I remember just that experience. That it was really how do you say, inspiring. It was really like I said, like I always had like a high regard for you, my boy, and a high respect for you, my boy. So when I met you, it was like, that shit was dope, especially being a little kid, bro. You know what I mean? And wanting to rap, and then seeing you was like, damn, I felt like I really could do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in the same room as this man, dog. You know what I mean? And I felt like I really could do this shit, and it was dope. And I remember something you told me. I remember I had like this little thing, and all my verses were written out. And I remember you telling me, like, man, I was spitting them to you, and you were like, man, I had Busy Bone up in here, I had Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone up in here and shit, you know. But the shit you spit to me right now, my boy, that shit really impressed me, dog. You know what I mean? Like, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, damn, this for gassing me up, dog. But I was like, you know what I mean? It really inspired me, dog, and it really stuck with me. And that, I think right there, like, it went from being a hobby to being something that I was really, really serious about, dog, at that time, you know?
That's dope.
For real. But when I graduated high school, right? I graduated right there. I graduated from Leroy's Boys Home, from Haynes Educational Center. I got my high school diploma, and the day that I graduated high school, I AWOL'd. I only stood there just to graduate because I promised my mom that I would graduate, homie. And my mom died right before I would have graduated. She died February 4th, and I graduated on June 16th. So I only stood there long enough to graduate, and I didn't want to be there no more. And I took off, and I went to the streets. I had nothing, homie, not even my high school diploma. I had my high school diploma for like a couple hours. Me and my cousin Papas, my cousin Papas from the hood, they picked me up for my graduation. We were in a van, and we were right there on Durfee, and we ended up getting pulled over, and I was drinking. I had fucking beer in my pocket, a beer in my pocket. I was gonna take to my cousin Lala, and I got pulled over for minor possession of alcohol. They fucking took me to jail, and they fucking they impounded the fucking van and shit. And my high school diploma, all my shit was in there. I lost everything, you know what I mean?
Damn.
But I wish I could have all that shit, you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, though, you know what I mean? We could, you know what I mean? Make some new shit, dog.
We'll run it back. That's what I was gonna say.
Run
Homie.
it back,
You got good credit with me, big dog.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make that shit come right back, full circle, dog. It's
Let's
all
get
about
it.
that, homie. Shout out to baby girl for that question. But yeah, homie, I think that the fact that you are still here standing strong through everything you've been through, I think that the fact that you're right here telling your story, everything that you went through in life takes corra, everything that it takes belief, it takes a connection to God. I wanna speak on your song that you made. It was called Letter to God, no?
Yeah, Letter to God.
When was the moment that you made that, and how did it come about? Like, explain the process of making that track.
All right, so Letter to God, like a lot of my music came from like a dark place, you know. So Letter to God, like, I don't even know if I should really say, like,
Whatever you feel.
Yeah. So when I did Letter to God, I was going at it with somebody, right? That's close to my heart, you know, to this day. Like, we got past that, you know, but there was a time when we were gunning for each other. You know what I mean? We were going at it with each other like that. And it's somebody that was really close to me, so they knew me and knew where I'd be at and all that shit. And I really felt like, damn, like, something could happen, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, this is, if you listen to the hook, like I said, this is my town. So remember my scribe. Ain't no rest for the wicked, whether dead or alive. whether headed for the flames or I'm headed to the sky, write this letter to God because I ain't ready to die. Like that song was some real shit, dog. It was some real life shit. And I love that song actually, dog. That song, if you listen to the verse 1, 2, and 3, whatever the first bar is on that first verse, the whole fucking verse rhymes with it. The second verse, whatever that first bar was, the whole shit rhymes with it, dog. And fucking it was dope. Like it was dope to be able to do that, you know, because that was a challenge to myself. I wanted to make that whole shit rhyme, you know what I mean? And for it to make sense and go together, and that shit, it came out cool though, you know what I mean? But it was and also that was one of my comebacks, you know what I mean? Because I came back twice, you know what I mean? I like I said, I always put rap on the back burner, but I always had that love for the music. And I'll tell you, I'll keep it real with you, my boy. When I've always had that love for the music, but when the music died is when I started to get like a little famous, you know what I mean? And I would notice things like people would just like try to take advantage, you know what I mean? And just get me on the track, and fucking not try to for instance, when I was with Charlie Rowe, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh yeah, jump on this track, but what's up with my album though? Like, what's up with my album? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we'll get to it, homie, we'll get to it. And then we never got to it. I ain't never dropped the album with Charlie Rowe, dog, you know what I mean? So just having that experience, it kind of killed the music for me. So I would step away from it, dog, you know what I mean? Because it didn't mean as much to me no more, you know what I mean? And not to say nothing about Charlie Rowe, I'm just keeping it real, dog, you know what I mean? So that's like, it kind of, I would fall in and out of love with the music. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that was like one of my comebacks when I did Letter to God. And once I did that, that's when I first met producer AI. And we started making hits. Ever since then, we started making bangers and shit, you know what I mean? I got this album, Will the Devil Look. It's going to be coming out this year. I don't know when, but I started it right before I went to prison. So I probably got like 6 or 7 records or 6 or 7 songs on there. And then I don't know how many more I'm going to put, you know what I mean? But I just recorded like about 2 or 3 more tracks for it. So
wow. That's crazy. Someone keeps saying in here on your song Letter to Mama that you gave me a shout out. Is that real?
I did, yeah.
Did you, Sergio?
Yeah.
How did that part go?
Okay, look, so remember, like I said, I called you, fool. I called you when my mom died. So it says Mr. Criminal told me now your mom is at home. I tried to look at it that way, but it won't stick in my dome, and I know he's right, because she don't suffer no more. She wanted a better life, and she still died poor. So you never got to see me make it, and that makes me even sadder, but I was a winner in your eyes, and that's all that matters. But I did that shit back then, dog. I'm telling you, I did that shit around the time when I was still a kid, when I had hit you. I was probably like about 17, 18. Damn. When I did that shit, yo.
Damn, I mean,
but I did give you a shout out, yo.
Man, that's dope. I remember you hitting me up from different spots, wherever you were locked up. You'd be like, hey, fool, look at this cover that I did. Look at this shit that I did. And you would send it to me. I'd be like, damn, this little homie's talented as fuck. Like, that was before I even was into any of that designs or even Photoshop. I was like, how is this little youngster, 18 years old, 19, 17, whatever you are, how the hell is he doing all this shit? That fool's that, like, you're paying people back then. It's not now where everybody got computers and shit. It was like back then when nobody had it. Yeah. So I'm like, this fool's banged out the game, really in the guys, and he knows this shit. Yeah. How the fuck does a homie do that?
Yeah, from being in placement, my boy, that Leroy's Boys home. Honestly, dog, like that was like the best thing that ever happened to me, my boy, because I got into music. Not only that, they had a computer right there, and I would never go on home passes. For a long time, I wouldn't go on home passes, so I just sit there and I wanted to rap too. I started rapping, so I started making my own album cover. And I would just press every button, my boy, just to see what it did, and I ended up fucking teaching myself. That was way before YouTube, way before anything, dog. And I taught myself how to do Photoshop, and I've been, you know what I mean?
I need an album cover, big dog.
Chip, I got you.
You got down on that shit. And you want to let everybody know that new one, the new that. What do you say it's called?
It's called Will the Devil Look.
Will the Devil Look.
And the reason why I named it that is because in that song, it's like man, like I'm on. Like right before I got busted, my boy, I was really fucked up, like really broken, really going through a lot of losses, really going through a lot of death. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my cousin Bree. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my homie Beckas too. But I was going through a lot, dog. And so in this song, I'm saying like basically I'm going through a difficult time. So will God see me through, or will the devil look, or will the devil see me through? You know what I mean? So basically, like what's it gonna go? Because it could go either way, my boy. And another thing I want to say real quick on that note, for anybody out there struggling and shit, and anybody like going through a difficult time, I just want to say, like, the universe has a way of putting things back together as long as you don't give up. You know what I mean? As long as you don't give up, it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? You just gotta have that mentality and just keep it pushing. At the end of the day, we survive everything that came at us so far. We could survive anything.
Wow. That's powerful, homie. That's powerful as fuck. To hear you say that, Holmes. It puts shit in perspective to think people complain about the littlest shit in life. And people get cut off and it ruins their day. Like, oh, this motherfucker just cut me off and fuck this. I come into work with a bad mood. Little do they know there's people like Shady Boys that's been through hell and back and still could put a smile on their face. So put that shit in perspective and get over whatever you think is making your day have a bad day. Because I just went with my brother Critical and Temps and our families, our wives, me and Critical's wife and Temps, one of his girls, and he was like,
you said one of his girls.
One of his homegirls. Shout out to Big Tess, big player. Look at this, what I did. Nah, but one of his homegirls is what I meant. No disrespect to Tense, you know.
Yeah.
But one of his homegirls and shit. And one thing that we were watching, we were right there at the Brea Improv, and the homie Marlon Wayans was telling his story, and he was like, "Man, you might think you're having a bad day." How did he say it, Critical? If you're able to wake up every day, if you're able to breathe, if you're able to be healthy, because he was talking about how he lost 57 people in his life.
In the last 3 years.
In the last 3 years. And he's like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. He's like, if you're able to breathe, if you're able to live, he's like, you had a good day, homie. Put that shit in perspective. It made me look at life and be like, man, you ain't got no reason out here to be complaining, homie. Straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that shit's powerful for people that go through real shit like that to be able to give their experiences in life and give people a broader view of what's going on. You know what I mean?
And I think another thing too that like kind of helped me out, dog. Like I did like a lot of soul searching in jail and shit, dog. And I had to really take accountability for my own actions. And like I know that I've been through some shit, my boy. You know what I mean? But so with that being said, I kind of gave myself a pity party, and I kind of dwelled on that shit, on the bad shit. You know what I mean? When at the end of the day, there's a lot of people, I realize there's a lot of people out there that have it way harder, dog. Yeah, I've been through some shit, but there's people out there that have gone through way worse, homie, and to get out of that shit is really possible, my boy. You just gotta, like I say, you just don't give up.
Straight
you know
up.
what I mean? And just be grateful. Like, you gotta be grateful for the shit that you do got. And one of my downfalls before was I wouldn't really appreciate what was in front of me because I was so busy looking in the rear view. You know what I mean? And I really wouldn't appreciate the shit that was happening in the windshield.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So
stuck looking back.
Exactly. I was so stuck in the past, I can't even appreciate the shit that's in front of me, my boy.
Damn.
Fuck that off too, you know what I mean?
Damn.
So
that reminds me of another thing that I saw. Where did we see that shit at? I saw someone say that there's a reason why that they make the rearview mirror so small out of all the shit in the car.
Yeah.
You got the dashboard, you got the speed, you got everything. They make the rearview mirror so small because it's the least important thing is what's behind you, it's what's in front of you. That shit stuck out to me, homie. You know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
All these damn analogies that come from people with experience, it's amazing, big dog.
And
Man.
I soak that shit up too, I watch a lot of Nipsey Hussle, right? But a lot of his interviews.
Yeah.
His music's dope too. I was bumping Nipsey Hussle way before. I was bumping Nipsey Hussle in 2010. And when I was in reception in Tehachapi, the homie Quick Draw from Bounty Hunters put me onto that fool. And but I always thought he had a dope ass mind, my boy. Very mature so I watch a lot of his interviews. You know what I mean? And the shit that he says, and it's like. It's dope, dog. It's really food for the mind, you know?
Yeah.
And it talks about getting out of survival mode. You know what I mean? Getting out of survival mode and not only that, like energy. You know what I mean? Whatever the energy that you put out is always going to return to you in a different form than you put it out in. So it's like you might beat the camera, you might beat the police, and they might not catch you for what you're doing, but the energy is always going to return to you in a different way, dog. You know what I'm saying? So you got to master your energy and your thoughts and the shit that you say, dog.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's deep. Yeah, homie was definitely ahead of his time, homie. And I
sure.
think a lot of people that were tapped into him early out here on the West Coast, I know the same thing. A lot of my homies, when he passed, homies from my neighborhood were hitting me up like, damn, fool, you were bumping him. Nobody was bumping him back in the day, and you're escalating shit. I remember I had a burn CD. It was like Wiz Khalifa, Nipsey Hussle. Like, that was when Wiz first dropped his first mixtape. And I was liking these fools before they ever blew up. And it's dope to be a part of the journey of real ones. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Sure.
Man, Shady Boy, your story's amazing. We can't wait to hear your music. We can't wait to hear what's coming. I know a lot of people right here tapping in. One of the homies right here, Lincoln Palma, said, hey, that song Call on God is the realest shit. It could make me, I could relate, made me cry for reals. Another person said right here, he said something about having chills from you, homie. Like, the song Goodbye from Shady Boy gives me chills. What a masterpiece. You got people that really tap into your art, homie. They're not like, oh, he's a dope rapper, he could spit. People are like really, really, really tapped into your emotion, to your struggle, to everything you bring. You have a bright future ahead of you, big dog, in life. And in this music, dog. And anything that we could do right here at Crime Family, this building, our team, Baby Girl, Critical, all of us, you got our support in full. And you know that we mean that shit 1,000%, my boy.
You already know.
Hell yeah.
Already know.
Shout out to YB, but I'm going to steal him from you, carnal. We working with him next. Shout out to everybody. Hey, dog, you want to take some calls? Because people definitely tapping in all night. And I think people want to chop it up with Shady Boy.
Let's do it.
Put up the phone number, 840-215-2192. You already know the drill. Don't call with no bullshit because you will get clicked on. Everybody show some love to the homie Shady Boy. And if you're going to call, know what you're going to say. And please turn down the background noise because that shit is crazy when you guys call in sometimes. Critical had to go to the doctor last week for an eardrum problem because you guys would have turned down the volume in the back.
I know.
So shout out to everybody out there. We are connected. 840-215-2192. 840-215-2192. And let's get it popping. I know as soon as I take this off airplane mode, it's going to go crazy. Show some love to the homie Shady Boy. Let's go. Airplane mode is off in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we live. Just like that. Let's go. Boom. Immediately. What's cracking? You're on live with Shady Boy. Damn, it's going crazy. Look at this. I can't even get to the... Look at this. Can't even get to the thing.
What's going on, Shady Boy? It's me, Seth.
Well, what's up, Seth? How you doing, my boy?
Man, saludos, dog. This has to be one of the best interviews I've ever seen, my boy. Palabra.
That's right, man. I appreciate that, dog. Much love, homie.
Hey, fool, but to answer your question, I'm doing all right. Even better now watching you. To see you chunky, my boy. Oh, dog.
Yeah.
I know you're in the right direction, carnal.
Hell yeah, my boy. That's right, my boy. Much love, fool. Much love to you and the family, dog.
Hey, likewise. I want to see Leo G back in there with you and Criminal, dog.
Shit, let's get it.
Let's get it, my boy. Hey, much love. I don't want to take too much of your time. Yeah, saludos. You guys keep doing your thing. Lefty Gunplay, all you fools in SGV. You guys are doing your thing, dog.
That's
much
right,
love from the 562 Loonies gang.
All right,
much love, carnal. Thank you for calling in. Oregon, you're on live with Shady Boy. What's cracking?
Hey, what's poppin', Mr. Criminal? Calling out of Clackamas, home.
Hell yeah, what's up?
Hey, Shady Boy, I just want to give a shout out, homeboy, to that song Say Goodbye, dog. Damn, that shit really hit me, my boy.
Nah, I appreciate
That's a fucking masterpiece, dog.
Thank you, homie. Thank you, dog. I know I love that song too.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorites, dog. I love that song so much,
Bro,
too.
homeboy, that shit really got me, dog. Yeah, that shit really fucking inspired, homeboy. You know, I'm glad to fucking see you on the show, dog, you know?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate it. And I'm glad to talk to you, my boy. Shout out to you. And
my
to
way,
Oregon,
hey, you got fans out here in fucking Portland, my boy. I'm on my way to work, but as soon as I seen you was on the podcast, I was like, oh, I got to call in, man. Shit.
Hell yeah. Thank you for the love, homie. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, but love to you too, Crimes. You fucking doing your thing, shit.
Hell yeah. Much love, homie. We appreciate you tapping
All right,
in.
y'all have a blessed night.
God bless you, homie. Gracias. Hell yeah, they're calling in like crazy. We look at all these missed calls we already had just right now. 818, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's popping. Hold up, like I gotta deny all these calls to get to the Bluetooth.
I have two questions for Shady Boy.
You're live.
It took losing my closest from AIDS to overdoses.
Yeah. Well, loss was mean a loss, Holmes. I never knew that I chose this. Yeah.
Hey, homie, are you down to do that a cappella? And on the podcast. But let me just tell you, that's the first song that got me to listen to your stuff.
I appreciate that, my boy. That's a long ass acapella, my boy. But
Let's see, you still got it. Let's see, you still got it.
and I still got it though, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a long one, my boy, you know what I mean? But I appreciate that though, my boy, you know what I mean? Just stay tapped in for I got some new shit coming though, my boy, but I appreciate you, dog. And yeah, I like that one too, dog, you know what I mean? That shit was like, that one came from the chest plate too, my boy, but I appreciate you.
Okay, my second question is, what got you to write that, man? Like, what was like going on in your life at that time?
Honestly, like I had like a lot of shit that went on that I kind of did and I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I got fucking checked for that song, right? By the homies and shit, you know what I mean? I got checked for that song, you know what I mean? But it's all love. But so I guess I just had like some shit that I didn't really like, you know what I mean? And I just kind of also I did that shit for my little brothers too, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I didn't want to glorify this shit. I wanted to say what it really was, dog, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I did, dog, you know what I mean? But that one right there is always close to my heart also, though, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to spit it, though, you know what I mean? But I appreciate the love, though, my boy.
I respect the homie. I feel you.
All right, homie.
Much love, homie. Gracias.
Hey, gracias.
Palm Springs, California. You're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's up with him.
What is cracking, man?
What's up? Who's this?
Hey, okay, so two of the biggest compliments that I've ever gotten doing music were Shady Boy telling me that his favorite song that I ever did was Heaven, and Mr. Criminal calling me on my phone and telling me that my shit is dope.
That's right. Who's
This
this?
is Jokes.
What's up, Jokes?
What's cracking, brother?
All right, good to see you, my boy. What's cracking? Good to hear
It's
from you,
good
dog.
to see you, my boy. You look good.
Yeah, Jokes loves life.
Jokes loves life, the singer.
Exactly.
Shout out to Jokes.
Yeah, that's
Hell
the
yeah.
boy.
Gracias for calling in, homie. That's love.
Blessings, brother. Blessings. Hey, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Shady, I can't wait to see what you got coming next, man. And Crimes, you know what it is, bro.
Hell yeah, we gotta get one in, homie. Let's make it happen. It's overdue.
Yeah.
I got studios everywhere. Let's get it going now.
Hell yeah, much love, homie. Gracias.
Much love, guys.
All day. Connecticut, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's popping from the East Coast.
Fuck scratch, nigga.
Okay. We just got a drive-by caller. You're on live with Shady Boy. What's popping?
Motherfucker had a speech impediment.
Damn, we just got scared, Holmes. We might have to shut down the whole podcast and duck. 619, you're on live with Shady
Hey, that
Boy.
fool's
What's
watching
poppin'?
this shit, though.
Shit. What's up, my boy?
What's cracking?
What's up?
You know what this is?
It's Topo. What's cracking, fool?
Shit. What's up, my boy?
Yeah, that's my boy right here. Hey, dog. Hey, I'm gonna lie. Hey, when I was in the pen, my boy reached out to me when I was in the pen. My boy, that fool looked out for me too, dog. Like,
That's love.
That's a good ass homie right here for San
And the real
Diego.
one, don't forget.
Yeah,
Look at you.
it's a boy right here. What's cracking, dog?
Hey, I want to say that from the bottom of my heart, dog. Proud of you, homie.
That's right. I appreciate you, my boy.
You already know all the conversations we had.
I appreciate you, my boy.
You're doing good, my boy. You're doing good. Look at you. You're drinking water. Your ass, you fucking used to drink fucking beer.
Yeah, that's right. No, much love to you and your family, dog.
That's good, my boy. That's good.
All right,
I wish everything for the best for you, my boy.
Appreciate you, my boy. Send my love to your wife and your mom's, dog.
All right, then, boy.
All right,
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Real love tapping in. Phoenix, Arizona, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's cracking. Ooh, I lost them. These calls are coming in so heavy. Shout out to everybody calling in. Tucson, Arizona. Ah, shit, I denied them. La Puente, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say, fuck. I keep hitting N because I'm trying to get rid of these people that are calling in. Hold up. Let's see if I can get this one in time. Alhambra, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's cracking.
Hello.
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 You said
What's
that twice.
going on?
What's cracking?
Popping?
What's up? I want to give a shout out to my homie. He's back on track. This time he's in a better path, homie, and I see he's righteously shining.
That's right, homie.
Like always, keeping it from the city, from El Monte Flores,
That's right, Afghan.
Little Moscow,
That's right.
Walmart, Mercino, Walmart, Canalito.
Yeah, what's up, fool? What's up, homie?
Heated it up. You know what's up, homie?
That's up, homie.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're shining like righteously. I love it, carnal.
Hey, I appreciate
That's the
that,
way
my
we
boy.
do it. That's a pass. That's a pass on my homie.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping it F all my life, homie.
That's so.
Just seen my homie just got out from doing 23, 27 years.
Yeah.
That's the flow of this game. We put that all on the map for the homies, rapping, everything. Solid vibes, solid vibes.
That's right,
You know
Pop.
what's up?
What's
shout
up, my
out to
boy?
shout out to homeboy doing his thing.
That's
Mr.
right.
Criminal, give you props, carnal. Not as a groupie, but as a man, brown man, just doing it.
Gracias. I appreciate that, homeboy. That's love, homie. That's love.
Much love, carnal.
What's up,
Keep it
homie?
Flores. Do your thing, carnal. I want to see you shine heavy. HEV's in the fucking house.
Hell
That's
yeah.
so.
Shout out to the homie calling in. Turned up, little more.
All right, homie.
All right, Pop.
All right.
Well,
All
noches.
right, much love.
All day.
Brown love.
Hell yeah, always. Hey, when you're on live with Shady Boy, say what's popping.
What's up, baby brother?
What's up, sis?
Man, I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you. Like, I remember all them times when I used to just cry and wait for a phone call, you know what I mean? And now to see how you are, I just want to let you know, like, now you're my inspiration.
That's right, sis. I appreciate you. I love you. I love you, Ness.
I love you too, brother.
All right. I love you. Thank you for
All
that.
right.
It means a lot
Love
to you,
you
sis.
too.
Deep.
I'm older sister.
626, you're on live. Hey, put down the volume in the back. He heard himself loud. He's like, man, I hung up right away. Man, the love you're getting is crazy right now. Greeley, Colorado, you're on live with Shady Boy. Damn, I got to deny calls just to get to the Bluetooth. Look how many, this is crazy. You're on live. Hello.
Hey, what up, criminal?
What's popping, homie? You're on live with Shady Boy.
Hey, that's what's cracking. Hey, what up, Shady Boy?
What's cracking?
Hey, I just want to say, my favorite song by the way is Deep Shadows.
Oh, that Deep Shadows. Yeah. That's the one, too, my boy. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a badass song.
I appreciate that.
I just want to say much love and respect and to criminal. Right from Greeley, Colorado.
Thank you, homie. Much love. Gracias for calling in, homie.
Hell yeah.
Phoenix, Arizona, you're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's cracking.
What's good? I just want to give my love to Shady Boy and Criminal. I got two questions.
What's poppin'?
First, Criminal. It has a lot to do with rehab. First, I want to say I'm going on 3 years, been all clean. So thank you, Shady Boy, for sharing the story.
Oh, yeah.
First, I want to ask Criminal because I'm trying to wing off of marijuana. What were the steps that you did to come off of that?
Man, honestly, just have self-control. Just literally just put that shit away. Keep it out of sight, out of mind. And yeah, homie, you just gotta, if you gotta do it, if you really want to do it, you just gotta do it from your cora, homie. Don't do it from your mind. If you do it from your mind, you're gonna be tempted. If you do it from your heart, you ain't even gonna be tripping off of it. That's the best advice I could say.
That's right. That's deep.
So with the rate that you smoke, because obviously I'm a long time follower, bro. So I know you were a heavy smoker, but when you have those moments of like feeling sick or your body got irritable feeling, bro, like what were things that you did to help?
That I'm gonna get through it. It's not a big deal, and just keep on pushing. That's what I was literally thinking every time. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's times that I can't sleep at night. I'm having nightmares. At the first couple weeks, I couldn't even eat. I was losing a gang of weight, and I was like, nah, homie, I'm gonna get through this. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna prove to myself that I could do this. You know what I mean? And once you prove to yourself, it's all good. It doesn't matter about the next man. It doesn't matter about anybody's. No disrespect to your significant other. Nobody is gonna be able to get you through it except for yourself. So you just gotta push right through it.
Cool, I appreciate that. Shady Boy, I've been honestly, man. I don't know if you're on Instagram off or not, but bro, I've been advocating for you so much, bro. I used your song, so I say goodbye and hopeless in my rehab out here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
That's dope, man.
Got to write a story as to why I appreciate the song. So thank you for everything, bro. And I really hope to hear music from you going down line, dog. And Hopeless is one song that sits with me for sure, bro. So I know, so I say goodbye to the popular one, but Hopeless helped me through some times too, man. So thank you for your music.
Thank you for that too, my boy. That's really dope, dog. Really major, homie. That you use that as part of your recovery too, man. That's amazing, homie. And good luck to you in your recovery, big dog. Stay grounded.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for your time.
Hell yeah, much love. What's cracking up? Oh shit, that's way too loud. Turn down the volume in the back. The volume. Turn down the volume. If you guys want to call in, man, we're gonna take a few more calls. The homie Shady Boy definitely is appreciating the love. You guys are showing him a major amount of love. Lakewood Khalifa, you're on live with Shady Boy. What's popping?
Hey, what's up, Crunch? I just wanted to send my love to you and Shady Boy, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you guys are putting the raza up there, you know, and I could really see criminals that genuinely, my boy, like, you're a good homie, you got a good heart, dog. Like, I respect everything you're doing for us, you know, and I hope you get far, my boy, you know. I really hope that you fucking blow up, you know.
Thank you, homeboy.
On the real, you know, but that's all I wanted to say, you know. Just keep doing your thing, my boy. You too, Shady. I'm right here with your homie Chucky and your homie Dolce.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right there, MCRP?
Yeah.
That's right. Tell them I send my love, dog.
Yeah, I send my love, though. You guys have a good night.
Hey, likewise.
Hey, gracias for the love, homeboy. You stay up.
All right, Pops.
Man, that's dope. People calling from all angles of life, homie, right now.
Yeah.
You're on live with Shady Boy. Say what's popping. Oh, shit. I think I lost that one. You're on live with Shady Boy. What's cracking?
Oh, hello?
Hello?
You're on live with Shady Boy.
Hello?
Hello,
Can you
hello.
hear me?
Yes, Verizon.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Shady Boy.
Hell yeah.
That's right, homie.
And I love your music.
That's right, Cardon. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I texted you on Instagram.
All right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
much love and respect, my boy, and thank you for the support and the love, homie. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Much love.
Bye.
Thank you for calling, homie. We're going to take one last call. One last call. Damn, they're going crazy. I can't look at this shit. I can't even answer every time one calls and the next one calls. Look at this shit. I can't even get to the Bluetooth. What's cracking? You're on live with Shady Boy.
Hi, I would like to speak to Shady Boy.
You're on live with him.
All right, I'd like to say thank you, Shady Boy, because, you know what, you've been a diehard. I actually met you at the Emerald Town, me and my husband Brenda and Joe, that was in Metro.
All right.
Yeah, you used to stay in the back.
Yeah.
But I want to say that we're really proud of you coming up and handling your business.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
dope.
this.
I appreciate that. That shit really means a lot to
Because
me.
you know what, this is Monte 66 all the way, and we got you.
Yeah,
Everywhere
know.
you go, we got you. We got your back.
Yeah,
Much
that's
love.
Dope, homie.
That's
That's
right.
dope. That love is real.
Much
homie.
love and respect, homegirl. Yeah, those are the days, though. Those were the
Exactly.
days, bro. Shit. We're moving forward, though. Moving
Faith,
forward.
God, everything will push you through, and you know what? You got this.
That's right. I appreciate you. You have a buenas noches, you and
No
your
problem.
loved ones.
Hell yeah.
Much love.
All right.
Man, that's love. New York, you're the last call of the night. What's cracking? You're on live with Shady Boy.
What's up, big homie?
What's popping? How you feeling tonight? What part of New York you calling from?
I'm actually I'm in New Mexico right now, dog.
Oh, shit. You got a New York number, though.
Yeah, I was hustling out there. I got the phone out there.
That's what's up.
But
homie.
I'm originally from California, bro.
Damn, you all over the map, homie. New York, California, Mexico. What's popping,
We're
fool?
nationwide.
Nothing major, man. I just want to give Shady Boy some props, man.
That's right.
Hell yeah, we appreciate the love.
For sure.
Yeah, much love both of you guys.
Hell yeah, gracias, homie. You have a blessed night.
All right, good night, guys.
Man, this is like a record all-time high for calls, homie. We're going to shut it off, though. Shout out to everybody that called in. We appreciate every single person that taps in. I'm pretty sure. How does that make you feel? Because I don't want to speak for you.
That feels amazing, my boy. Like I said, just to know that, like I said, like I impact people like that still, though. I've been away for a cool minute, my boy. And just to know that I came back and to still have that love, that shit's humbling, my boy. It
Hell
feels
yeah.
really good.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. The people are waiting on you. People are definitely resonating with your story. People definitely got your back out here. From here to everywhere, from all over your neighborhood, definitely calling in. People from the area. People relate to your struggle, and people definitely want to see you win, homie. So I congratulate you for that, homie. They ain't forgot about Shady Boy, straight up.
Yeah, that's dope,
Hell
my
yeah.
boy.
Hey, homie, from us to you, I mean it wholeheartedly. Like I said, we got you in full, homie. No matter what you need, we right here, homie. It's all love.
Appreciate you, my boy.
And I
know
appreciate
that
you
shit's
coming
genuine,
in.
too.
Hey, it definitely is genuine, homie. You know how we get down.
Can I make a few shout outs real
Hell
quick
yeah,
before I go?
handle.
All right. First and foremost, to God, my boy, you know, to my children, and just to you, my boy. Thank you for having me, my boy, and everybody right here. You know what I mean? And I want to make a shout out to my fiance. You know what I mean? For having the motherfuckers back and holding me down and shit. You know. Also to my city. You know what I mean? To the city of Monte. And we got a lot of talent just in the city alone. Actually, we got a lot of talent, but we got a lot of talent in the city alone. I want to shout out Young Fresh Gates, Fearless One, Sleazy, OJ the Sickest, Trippy G, Sal Capone, my homeboy Chino, Yo Prodigy, fucking. I want to shout out Frank Nitty, Young Gritty, Lefty Gunplay, Rowdy Rax, King Cash, High Tone. You know what I mean? And everybody doing their thing right now. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just show love. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love that's shown to me and shit. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And I appreciate you for having me on here, my boy, and just hear me out, you know what I mean?
Always, homie. Always. We got your back and full. And shout out to all the artists that were just mentioned. Shout out to everybody out here pushing for this thing we call Brown Excellence.
Yeah.
And yeah, homie, I'm looking forward to the more conversations in private that we have, because I'm definitely gonna be calling you. You're gonna be hearing my number, just calling like, how you doing, Shady? How you doing, fool? Just checking up on you, homie. But before we go, I said we weren't gonna have no more calls, but my brother Big Tense, the homie you were speaking on earlier, he said he wanted to give you a holler, homie. So he said he was calling and he couldn't get through, so I'm gonna give him a call real quick.
All right, for sure. And shout out to YB, dog.
Shit, no matter what, shout out to YB.
Yeah.
Hello?
Big Temps is in the house. What's cracking, fool? You on live with Shady Boy.
What's good?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, saludos.
Hey, likewise, my boy.
Hey, you know, I just wanted to, you know, the IE had to tap in with you, homie. You know what I mean? And, you know, just give you your love and respect, homie, and your flowers, homie, for, you know, just everything you've done for the game, homie, for the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I appreciate that, my boy, for real, dog. Like I was telling the homie earlier, dog, I like what you said in that interview, my boy, you know what I mean? And I think that's what people need to hear, too, dog, you know what I mean? And I could tell it came from a solid homie, dog, you know what I mean? So mucho gusto, my boy, and
Igualmente, gracias.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully I meet you, my boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, likewise. And you know, a lot of people don't know, homie, but I would like to say right now is you're one of the reasons, homie, why I got into music. You know what I'm saying? I've been through the struggles, homie. I've took losses, and you know, I used to hear your music, right? And I used to recognize that you did it from the heart, homie. You know what I mean? You spoke from your struggle and how you overcame, and a lot of my music and Critical will tell you, you know, Crimes and everybody else, homie, I speak from the heart. You know, I speak from my struggles. I speak about my losses that I've taken and how I've overcame, you know what I mean? And you had a lot of influence on that, camarada, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want to say, you know, I support you all the way in full, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that, my boy. We got to get one in there, dog. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Thank you for the love, and you know what I mean? That shit means a lot, my boy. That's dope. That's major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sabes, homie, and you know, it's a pleasure, homie. It's a pleasure speaking with you, and you know, you guys enjoy the rest of your night, huh?
Hey, likewise, my boy. Buenas noches to you and yours.
Igualmente. All right, now, crime time.
All right, big dog. Gracias for calling in, homie. We appreciate that, homie. Much love and respect. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay, big dog. I said mine.
All right, homeboy. And that's it. That's the homie Big Tense. He was texting me like, hey, fool, I got to send a message to Shady Boy. You know, you got nothing but real ones tapping in with you, my boy.
Cool.
Real recognized real, dog. And the homie Big Tense ain't no gasser. He ain't no wolfer. And he don't really give props like that, dog. So I know when he comes and says something like that, he's meaning it from the quarter, straight up.
That's right.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Go follow the homie Shady Boy. What's the Instagram they can follow you on, big dog?
It's at Shady Boy F.
Hell yeah, Shady Boy F. And the new album,
Will the Devil Look?
is on the way. But the cover is hard as fuck.
Yeah,
and you made that.
Yeah, I made that shit.
I'm not playing when I'm saying I'm tapping in with you for a cover, big dog. We're going to definitely support, homes.
And then look out for the YB and Shady Boy album coming out too, my boy.
Hell yeah, and that new Mr. Criminal Shady Boy and Big Tessa Shady Boy coming soon too. All produced by Critical. I'm throwing myself in that.
Let's get it.
Hey, homie, God bless you. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming on here and sharing your story, homie.
Yeah.
We want to see you win. Keep on shining and keep on doing what you do to set an example for our people. Straight up.
Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Before we get up out of here, you know, I definitely respect everybody's beliefs, but I got to keep it real with my own before we go. If everybody could show respect, and let's give it up to God. Father God, I come to you tonight to thank you for another blessed night, another blessed week. Thank you for allowing us to have a successful January. Thank you for allowing my brother Shady Boy to pull up and tell his story and his testimony of struggle to victory through your blessings. We appreciate you making a change in his life, making him strong, coming in here shining. And the first thing I told him was I'm proud of him, proud to see him gaining weight, proud to see the way he looks, because the homie's definitely shining right now. We want to see the homie do everything that you can do to put your hand on his life, to show his testimony to the world through his music and through his social media, everything that you allow him to shine with in this world, Lord. Thank you for giving him his kids as a reason to break out of the struggle. Thank you for giving him a voice with this poetry to be able to touch all these people all over the world that support him. We thank you for giving each and every one of us life. Thank you for blessing each and every one of us every day. Please put your hand on each and every one of our destinies and journeys, especially my brother Shady Boy right here. And thank you for everything you do for us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Straight up. Hey, gracias. And we had YB just pulled up and gave a donation.
That's right,
Shout out to YB. He said, shout out my boy Shady Boy. Dope interview, Crimes. Hey, YB, tap in for I want to see you in the 626. Pull up on me within the next few weeks. You know, we got to run that back.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to our new subscribers. Shout out to his baby girl, Critical, Street Visuals, Baby Cub, everybody that's part of this Crime Family, Big Temps, everybody. Crazy Boy, Mr. Silent, and shout out to Shady Boy. God bless everybody, and we up out of here. West.